Hello everyone, I'm Oni. Welcome to session 19 of Masks Halcyon Australia, the Gauntlet. Um, we are short one player today, but we'll see what we can do. So, players, introduce yourselves, I guess. Flux isn't here currently.
Uh, Hi, I'm Janine. I play as Nigella, the alien from the Outsiders playbook.
Hi, I'm Alice playing Alice Valentine of the Janus playbook at the
Current. Alright, and we also have Flux, who may or may not have internet issues today, but he will try his best to show up and not be distracted. He was already distracted, so I don't have much hope. And the missing person is Noctis playing Ryan, the Legacy. Sorry, Flux is playing Minotaurus, the Bull, and Noctis playing uh, Prodigy Ryan, the Legacy, who has gained all of Marvel's powers. He's currently absent, so I have some plans, some horrifyingly horrific plans, if he doesn't show up for his character. But we'll see if he shows up. All right, so short recap. Basically, what happened is that um, Jacob Meher had a fight with Marvel. Ryan Prodigy met his mother, who is dead for 8 years. Um, Marvel was defeated by Jacob Meher, who turned into Black Skull, but was banished back into his room by Mistress Hex. When Prodigy touched Marvel, their powers electrocuted each other, and Marvel is powerless now. Back to Raymond Reed, this normal Raymond Reed, and Prodigy has all the powers of Marvel. He is the new Marvel. Um, Reynolds woke up,
Yeah.
talked with his claiming to be his birth father, Tyson Blackthorn, managed to convince him to disable the IV fluid, purple glowy thing that was sapping his powers, broke his shackles, beat a bunch of hench folk, and ran into a very friendly person. Let me get the very friendly person. The very friendly person. Very friendly. Okay, moving on. Nigella flew out of logins because there was earth magic everywhere and she was freaked out. The Doylean explanation is that she Janine was absent, so I had to NPCize her character. So she's currently flying towards Aegis because um, Raymond, when he was Marvel, took Rhiannon, her new sidekick alien, who was suffering from Earth Rain because he doesn't have the magical protection that Nigella has, and took him to Aegis. And Nigella's scared that they're going to find out he's an alien, and do horrific stuff to him. Maybe they might not, or they might. You never know. What else? Oh yeah, Alice and Shadowmere talked with Jerry D. Morgan, the security officer at Loggins. Alice suspected something was up with him and got out of her armor, which is a terrible idea. Let nobody tell you otherwise. And is pretending to be still inside the armor while hiding in the bathroom and trying to figure out where they're keeping Reynolds. She suspects it is a underground facility slightly away from the bottom of the Loggins Institute. So she's currently in the bathroom. All right. So let's begin with Nigella. Nigella, you are a bird flying over the city towards Aegis. You're like basically around, like you're still in North Halcyon, but you're heading towards Aegis Island right now. So hopefully we'll get something. Why? Why would you reference Flappy Bird? Yes, you're a Flappy Bird flying through the sky towards Aegis. As you fly, you actually see like the sky is now clearing. The short storm spell that happened last session has subsided, and the clouds are clearing. The sunlight is coming in. It's afternoon, say around 2 p.m. ish. None of you have had lunch. So you're kind of hungry, probably. I don't know. You are so photosynthetic, so you're probably fine. Flying through the air. Anyway, you're flying through the air. You see in the distance this It's like a short, like a small cloud, very low, like flying only about a few, like maybe 200, 300 meter off the ground, just flying towards you. Well, not you specifically, towards the direction of logins. It's like in a straight line through, like, here. I guess I can show you the direction using this thing, like that way ish. And you're kind of flying in this way ish. So it's like parallel to you a little bit. As you get closer, you realize that it is a swarm of insects, like a lot of insects, like a few million. Just casual, a few million insects. The weird part is, like, above the insects, around 500 meters from the city ground, like about 50 meters from the insect swarm, is a tiny helicopter, like a one-seater tiny Bell helicopter. You know, those little helicopter things. And like you're a falcon now, so you have like good eyesight, and it's like barely what, a kilometer and a half from you, so you can see inside the cockpit, and it is um let me actually see. Yep, everyone can see it, and it is this person.
Do I know him?
He is,
Oh, hey, Giga Hornet.
yeah, he's one of the members. You would know this because I guess Alice would have told you that he is Giga Hornet, one of the members of Team Enigma. The other three members are Mr. Sex, Cyber Self, and Captain Zap. Uh yeah, he is Giga Hornet. He doesn't have any powers. He uh wears this. It's basically a modified, protected beekeeping
Just
suit.
asking, just quickly asking,
Yeah.
just quickly asking, is there the, was it from the previous session? Not previous session, previous group. Is she still a thing?
He's the who thing?
That girl, that girl superhero, the mutant, the transformed.
Yeah, but I changed the story, so it's not the same person.
Okay then.
Yeah. So Giga Hornet is basically kind of like it's like his identity is not secret. Um, yeah, I mean his identity is not secret. He can control. He also doesn't have any powers. He controls um a group of a swarm of genetically modified hornets, which is the swarm flying underneath the helicopter. And he looks like he's heading towards the thing, the Loggins Institute. So if you wanted to, like, yes, if like you're a bard now, so he doesn't pay any attention to you. You're like 1 kilometer away from him, but he's going to go side by side you, like by a few 200 meters or so. You can go talk to him, or you can continue on your original path towards Aegis. That's also fine. Or you can just you
Okay.
still have the comm. You can tell people that you're like he's coming in to assist, or whatever. You still have the comm. Just let me know.
Yes. First question, Annie. Do I know what's Yeah, I know what's happening with the Prodigy and
Yeah.
and
You met them, and your Raymond slash X Marvel told you that Ranan is at Aegis, and that's why you're heading to Aegis before they find out he's an alien. Try to stop them somehow. I don't like. Oh, I'm
okay,
sorry. I had to NPCize your character. I'm really sorry about that.
fine.
I
Second question. Do I know about the underground basement side on the luggage?
I don't know. Has Alice told her? I don't think so, right?
Well, I don't think I ruled her out. I think it was general communications conversation, so she probably would
All
have
right.
caught that.
Sure, no problem. So yes, you know.
So I'll talk to Giga Hornet.
Okay. Yeah, you approach the helicopter, which is not too fast than a falcon. With like you can manage a little bit, and since you're coming at like an angle, you can come closer. How do you talk to him?
Uh oh yeah, the
Squawk at him. Squawk at him. Squawk.
isn't there he won't be able to hear because of
No. Oh
helicopter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then fly straight into him. Fly straight in and infect his helmet.
Oh. Like you can
uh,
use your power somehow. I have no idea how you can do that, but sure. I mean, you can think of something.
I'll just hit right in front of the rear mirror as a bird. Like he accidentally hit me, and then start pecking at the window and say, open the window, open the window."
Okay. That is. You're going to have to match his speed though. So let's see what kind of move that is. I feel there's a move involved here. It's probably.
Unleash.
Yeah, it's probably an unleash. Yeah, okay. Let's go for an unleash. Definitely obstacle here. Woo! You did it!
Nice.
Alright. I would assume you don't want to mark a condition. I'm just saying. I would suggest.
I have so many conditions.
Yes.
All of it.
Yes, so don't mark a condition. It is unstable or temporary. So you splat onto the windscreen and you're slowly getting
Ow.
scraped off, but you're fine. You don't take any condition or anything. You don't take any damage or anything. But you're slowly
I wish
getting
I had
scraped
a
off.
window wiper.
You're getting scraped off by
I
the
wish I had a
wind.
window wiper to make the sound effect.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
No window wiper
I wish
sound effect.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You just hit into it, and as you're like going, like you're so slowly scratched, like it's temporary because you're kind of sliding along the window. You don't have much grip, so you'll eventually be like, flying, like you'll be thrown backwards by the wind. But you're currently grabbed onto the window, so you can't talk right now. Yes.
Yes, I'll be screaming, open the window!
And he's like, "What? Who said that?"
Hey, the bird! Open the window!
Wait,
Hurry!
of course. And he quickly brings the helicopter to quickly to a standstill. Watch out, and he cranks open one of the window.
Okay, I'm just a messenger, and I blubber out what happened from and the what I have learned from that and then what happened on the Logins Institute.
Okay. I Hex did tell me about that. That's why I'm heading there right now. Do you want to get inside, or where were you going?
Oh, I'm going to Aegis. Actually, do you have any information about another guy that was sent to the hospital?
No, I was actually at the university, Halcyon University, doing my, at my lab when I got the call. So I quickly hopped onto my helicopter and got all my pets and are heading that way.
Oh, okay. Then go ahead. I'm just gonna
But
check
it's a
on
good
my
idea.
friend.
You should let Aegis know something definitely screwy is up.
Yes. And then I fly outside the helicopter.
All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. So he.
Oh, before I go out the helicopter, I'm gonna take a selfie.
Is like,
Giga Hornet.
and he is surprisingly enough, he gives a thumbs up. Okay, go.
Okay.
Get help.
Oh my god.
Yes. And okay, so the two of you fly in different direction. He heads towards Logins, and you head towards Aegis. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that, and now we're gonna go to the extremely terrifying bit for me, which is Alice has taken the advancement. No, Alice. Alice.
Alice can do it.
Alice. She has taken the advancement of um you know what Nigel, I think you can remove remove afraid, because you're definitely, I think, running from something difficult. It's probably not, but I think it makes sense to remove that. Let's just clear that afraid. I want you to not be constantly at the edge of passing out.
Yes.
Yes. So please remove the afraid. You have
Sounds like
one
sounds like
condition
a fun name.
to spare.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay, so so I don't feel bad of throwing bad stuff at you. Anyway, never mind. That's not what I said. Okay, so Alice took the advancement change playbook. So what exactly do you want to change to? Just for everyone's refresher.
Why don't we try Nova?
Okay. And do you have any preference for powers, or should I just throw anything at you? Keep in mind, you can choose any powers you want as long as it's it makes sense with the archetype. I'm okay with it.
I I was thinking telepathy and telekinesis.
Okay. Telepathy and telekinesis. So basically, you want to become Jean Grey.
I already got the hair, so why not?
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. All right. All right. Okay. So let's go over this mechanically first. Then we can go over this narratively because it may help us. All right. So change playbooks. I'm currently on page 117 of the core playbook. All right. Core rule book. Okay, so pick a new playbook that no other player is currently using and switch your character over to it. Okay, this is a huge change for your PC. They are now confronted with totally different issues, and their situation and life will change to match. All right, etc., 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 etc. All right, you get whatever moves the playbook tells you to take, as if you were building a new character with that playbook. Okay, you also get extras the playbook describes. So for the Nova, that means you get Burn. So you choose 4 flares. So you're going to get this. You're obviously going to get this. So let's start writing these down. I guess somewhere. I guess maybe Clark. All right. Okay.
Okay.
So let's. I'll actually start writing this down because I have no idea what you're taking. All right. Flare. Go. Let's go with what you're planning first. Mechanic.
Sorry, I'm getting the flares list out as well.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, this is my first time GMing masks, second time GMing overall, and first time coming across this move, which is very complicated. So we're all going to take our time, and we're all going to be confused by stuff.
Okay, so let's kick off with move flare. Let's do overcharge flare.
Okay.
Snatch flare.
All right.
And how about, let's see, elemental awareness flare.
Ooh, very nice. All right, let me take a look at that. How I can maybe incorporate that into move. Okay, that's cool. Sounds cool. Now overcharge. Oh, that definitely makes sense. Elemental awareness. Oh, that is perfectly in line. And snatch. Yep. All right. I like those. All right. Cool. Okay. So next on the agenda is okay. Let's see what else you're going to take from that playbook. Let's see. You don't need to worry about backstory because that's already a thing. No need to worry about relationship, influence because those are already a thing. No need to worry about team moves, moment of truth. None of that. None of that because we already know. All right. Okay, cool. No. It's fine. It's better that you do this, with everyone involved. I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Don't worry about the when our team came together or the influence or relationship. Those things are already set for your character. I think it's also helpful because everyone else, if they are considering changing playbooks, it gives everyone an idea what to look forward to. It's always nice. Okay, keep your labels exactly the same. So your labels do not change. Keep any conditions you had marked. Keep any potential you have marked. Keep any influence you already had. So yeah. Okay, so what happens now is that the bottom half your advancement track on the Janus playbook stays, but the top half is refreshed for the Nova playbook. Well, it doesn't actually stay. What actually happens is that depending on the corresponding bottom half advancement, you tick those for the Nova playbook. So let's see what you have taken from the bottom half. You've taken
I haven't taken anything on the bottom except
just change your
playbooks.
playbook. Okay, so that is the only thing that remains locked. You can no longer change playbook again. Otherwise, your entire advancement is reset. So you can now take Nova advancement,
wow,
and
okay.
because the top 5 isn't filled, you must take from the top 5, and once you fill up the top 5 advancement, then again you can move into the bottom half.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Did you at least get the 2 adult moves from the previous playbook?
Nope.
Darn. You could have been overpowered.
Not everyone has had a gajillion advancements like you have, bull boy.
I'm actually. I was thinking about changing to Nova as well, but then Alice took it. Oh well.
All right. Okay. So, other than change your playbooks, your entire you basically will now look at the Nova playbook from now on for your advancement. All right. Whether you keep the abilities, moves, and extras of your first playbook depends on the exact circumstance of your switch. Generally speaking, you keep anything internal to your character, like your emotions or your knowledge, and you lose anything external that doesn't fit with the new playbook or would have been lost in the change. All right, we'll decide that as will happen. Oh, regarding abilities, your abilities are the power suit, which does not make sense to lose, so you're probably going to have that.
Yeah, I figure that might change in time depending on how it meshes. But at the moment,
I have some plans for that. Don't you worry. I have some plans for that. Okay, now regarding the moves, so moves are one of the interesting things. So let's look at that. Mask. Does it stay? That's a very interesting question. You do.
I think it depends on how I change into a Nova as to whether or not I still. I think the mask will stay,
Yeah, I think
but
the mask will
I mean, if something horrific happens that completely reveals my identity, it might go.
Okay.
Wait, so how does the flare work? Does she kind of overlook the suit?
We'll see. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works narratively. We haven't done how the transformation happens. Plus, she is currently outside her suit, so I will also do the cutscene type thing that'll figure out what will happen. All right. So mild.
Before she becomes a Nova herself.
Yeah. So mild mannered. When you use your civilian identity, I guess it depends on the first question if the mask remains. So we'll see on that as well. I'll save you. It also depends on that. Won't let you down. I think this is probably gonna stay, right? Yeah, I think that.
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah, I think the won't let you down definitely stays. So I'll start marking the ones that stays. All right. Straight up creeping. I would also assume that stays because it's your brain. And so the mask, mild mannered, I'll save you, and I am what you see. All depends on your secret identity bit. So if we change that, then those will go away. Otherwise, they will stay in some manner. Okay, what is the Janus's extras? Does Janus have any extras? Your obligations. Okay, that depends on the secret identity as well. Okay, so we'll also see about that. All right. Moving on. Let's see what we have on that front. Okay. Um, um, uh, uh, okay. Okay. All right. take these pieces over with your GM, decide which you keep, which you lose. If any, the key is to be true to the fiction. What would the character actually keep, and what would they lose? Okay. So, yeah. So, if you abandon your prior life as a secret identity, then you're no longer having the mask and stuff like that. All right. All right. So, that's that. So basically, this is what happens in the story. As you're talking to, uh, I guess, like as you finish talking with Ryan on the phone, on the communicator, and he just tells you it's a terrible idea that you're out of your suit. Uh, you see the door to the bathroom you're in is opening. Do you hide or do you just stay there?
Yeah, I hide and make sure the stall door is shut and locked.
Also put your feet on the toilet.
That's actually a legit idea. Stand on the toilet so they don't see any feet dangling or anything.
All right, sure. Um, you hear, the tap tap of a high-heeled shoe, but it's not like any fashion shoe. It's like a boot, a heel boot, I guess. I don't know what you call these. I don't know.
The bitch boot.
Yes. Let me activate this on Alice's thingy. So you can now see a new character right below NPC and above Jerry D. Morgan. Can you see it?
I'm paging down to it. I'm trying to figure out where it is.
It's right above Jerry D. Morgan. It's a woman in a suit and gloves and earrings.
That's it. She's not sinister looking at
No,
all.
not at all. Like she looks so friendly, and I guess you can see through like a peek in the thingy, in the.
Yeah, a gap in the door.
Yep. She walks in. She goes to the wash basin, kind of takes off her gloves, washes her hands, wipes her hand, with a tissue and then a handkerchief, then wears her gloves again, and then, coughs a little. So, are you going to pretend to stay in there hiding from me?
I'm sorry. I'm going to the bathroom. Sorry. Please excuse me.
You're not really going to the bathroom, are you? You answer yes. And she tells you, please step outside. And you do. And you do.
I flush first, so it looks legit.
You don't.
Question
You
mark?
don't want to flush. You want to step outside the room. And you do.
May I wash my hands first?
She looks at you. She doesn't say anything. So, who are you?
I'm the new intern.
Alice.
Yeah.
Alice wants to answer truthfully.
I am an intern. I was trying to find a friend of mine.
No. Alice will answer truthfully if a normal person asked her on the street, "Who are you?"
Oh,
and she
Alice.
introduces herself. Yeah. And what are you doing, hiding in there, Alice Tynot? Oh, by the way, is it Tynot or Tynot? I've been saying it Tynot all this time.
It could be either. Tynot is fine.
All right. Okay. All right. So yeah. And you still want to answer truthfully. I'm pretty sure it's obvious by now she has some sort of power that is making you answer truthfully.
I'm trying to find my friend. who's been abducted and I believe here.
Who is your friend?
Minotaurus.
And really, then who are you?
Alice Tynot.
Who are you in costume?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not in a costume.
No, remember, you want to answer truthfully.
Yeah, but I didn't know if I could,
Yes, no,
answer truthfully and still,
like
dance around the
yeah,
edge.
no, like you don't want to lie to her, like you don't want to hide anything from her for some reason. It is actually one of
I'm
her
Valentine.
rules. If you don't have any powers, you are powerless against her.
I'm Valentine.
Indeed. Well, you happen to have come across us in a very opportune time. Please follow me and do keep your voice down. And you want to do as she says.
Oh.
Okay.
um, I actually came up with a character to explain why she wouldn't, why, like, in character explanation. Yep.
Now, do I have enough control of my facilities to activate the emergency alert on my communicator?
Okay. Oh, as you're walking through, she also realizes this, and she's like, "And please don't call for help. That would be extremely rude, wouldn't it, Miss Tynot?" And suddenly, you no longer want to call for help.
Meanwhile, I take it my armor is just standing there motionless.
Probably, yeah. You can see it. The armor is in the Leline monitoring station in the basement down below. And she says, "You know what? It would be much simpler if you give me all your electronic devices. So come on, hand them over."
I hand over all the devices, but I say, without my glasses, I won't be able to see very well.
Your glasses do have electronic devices, right?
Yes, though, that
Then
pretty much has to be linked to my phone. So if I don't have my phone, the glasses only function as glasses.
okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. You can. Well, no. Let's see. Let me actually look at her exact power. What is her power? What is her power? If your glass has any sort of electronic material in it, you will hand it over. It's her power, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm going to be kind of blind.
Yep. And she, you hand her over, and she looks at everything over. But these smart glasses, oh, you are smart. I expected nothing, like, I expected just as much from the inventor of Valentine. Anyway, please follow me.
Sigh. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so she takes you outside the bathroom, leads you through a few hallways. She also tells you to be quiet so you can't actually call out for help or anything. I mean, you can, you just don't want to. You really do not want to call out for help. Uh,
Yeah.
and you realize that she has some effect on you, but you somehow cannot fight it. And yeah, it's messing with your thought process. Yeah. All right. So she takes you into this slight office room. There are other workers, working around, other scientists, well, sorcerers, I guess. Oh, there's phone. 1 second.
All right. I'll do a quick AFK then, too.
I'm back. Oh, God damn it. Alright. So I'm gonna quickly eat a bit. Alright, cool. Um, she takes you into this office room of sort. Um, there's a desk and a chair in the back. She takes you around the desk behind the desk, and you see under the chair is this like sort of magical circle pattern, alchemical transmutation circle, FMA style on the floor underneath the chair. She slides the chair over. It's one of those wheeled office chairs, and it's pretty big. You can probably have three people standing inside it, side to side, and she steps into the circle and tells you, please step in.
Oh, okay.
You do so, and um, she she calls someone. Okay, Rose, bring me back. And well, you don't hear anything. It's probably some. She also probably have some sort of communication something, and you are immediately transported, kind of like you blink and you appear in this large room. It's not too large. It's like the size of the room that roof you caved in. It's like a laboratory room size, and one corner of the room.
I did not cave that in. That was Nagella, okay?
All right. So in one corner of the room, there are a bunch of circles like this, and you and her appear in one of those circles. Right. And there are other people here, some scientists looking, and people in scientists apron and stuff, but you see what they're carrying is decidedly not scientific equipment, but stuff like glowy liquids and crystals and like odd rocks and stuff. It's like incense and you know stuff like that. It's honestly not too different from a chemistry lab. Oh man, no, not teleportation magic, just psychic. So anyway, she guides you to a corner and tells, well, we can tell Miss Legrashi that we don't have to look further for our next test subject. She apparently was all here waiting for us. And um, whoever she's talking to is a diminutive woman, kind of like sitting at in front of a control panel of sort. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um. Okay. And yeah, so she's like, okay, I'll tell her the good news. You can take her to the and then the woman next to you just says, yes, yes, Rose, I've been here far longer than you. I know where to go. Get back to your work. And she's like, yes, Miss Ashburn. It's all right. And as you go, and she's like, oh, how rude of me. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Marian Ashburn. So I'm gonna quickly add the name in. Okay. And your little snooping around paid off. You see, yes, we did capture your friend, but he's not important right now. Right now, it's you who I'm most interested in.
Is my friend okay?
Oh, he's fine. He's talking to his father last. I think his father went to talk with him. He'll be fine.
Out of curiosity, are like klaxons and alarms going off
Nope.
right now? Because
All right. You find out why in a second. So she takes you into this other room, and this room's more like the room Reynolds was in, which is like a large circular operating table at the center, cameras pointed, two cameras pointed in, one pointed out, um, and there is the operating table at the center. I just said that, and she tells you to, well, go on, lie down on it, and you do. And she goes to the back and does a few clicks, and the shackles come out and lock you in. No, she is not cuffed. Well, right now she is. This is one of Marion Ashburn's special like power. Well, power is that if somebody doesn't have any superpowers, she gets to tell them what to do, and they will do it. They will want to do it. And yes, that is as terrifying as it sounds. Okay, all right. So you can like remember, like you can do anything she hasn't explicitly denied you to do. So you can do anything that she hasn't told you not to. All right.
can I see Ryan or Reynolds?
Nope. He's not like the room is well. There's a few of those researcher magic researcher types in the room working around, but as you get locked into the Garni, they come and start setting up different, incense and dust and salt and charcoal and some weird things everywhere. One of them brings an IV to with a glowing purple liquid, and she's like, "It's okay. She doesn't have any powers. That will be unnecessary."
Can you at least tell me where the other children are that you've kidnapped?
Oh well,
No.
well, they're here.
You're not there, Flux.
Well, they're here, of course. We've been trying to perfect our transformation sequence, and your friend was one of our first successes. Unfortunately, it also, you may have realized, wiped his memories. So we've been trying to fix that. But don't worry, our recent success, you did run into them at the museum, and you saw how perfect the new memory implant was. So that's what's going to happen to you.
Are we still at the Leyline Institute?
Well, yes. Well, yes. These are
The same location, or
well, yes. I mean, those transmutation circles don't. Those teleportation circles can't take us any further than a kilometer. So we kind of have to be. Anyway, so tell me, what kind of so tell me, what kind of memory would you like? Do you have a preference?
My current memories?
Oh, I'm just joking with you. You don't get a preference. We get to decide that. And she kind of does this really obnoxious laugh, which is absolutely not annoying at all. It's extremely annoying. It's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you realize that even the researchers next to you, they're really freaked out by that lab. They're like, yeah. And she's like, okay, how long is it going to take to prepare her? And they're like, okay, just give us a second, Miss Asburn, and we're done. Like, okay, good. Well, Alice, I hope you said your goodbyes when you left your parents this morning. And
Don't do
and
this.
hmm?
Don't do this.
Well, if I was planning to just not do this, I wouldn't have strapped you in this gurney and you know, prepared all this incantation, now would I?
Well, but you do know that I have some devices on me that are magical that my friends gave me, and so they know exactly where I am, and they should be busting through that door any minute now. So, really, now is your time to surrender to me, and we can try to get you in reasonable accommodations in your jail.
And Marin at this point kind of looks at you, and yeah, Marin at this point is kind of looking at you and is like, "Is that true?"
No, it is not true.
I thought so. And she gestures to everyone to leave, and she's like, "Well, Alice, or whatever we're going to call you, welcome to the Harbinger Collective." And she closes the door. And it's thank you.
Well, that's your origin story, Alice.
All right.
Wow, now I share an origin story with you.
All right. So, yeah.
Yay! Best buds.
Well, the tension is palpable because you hear nothing, you feel nothing, and nothing is happening for a solid minute. Alice, what are you doing? Or what do you feel? Or what is your emotional state right now? Except panic. We know that.
Yeah, it's panic, and I'm looking around. First of all, try to survey the surroundings, try to see if cameras are watching me, if I can tell if any scries are watching me, and oh, this sucks, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see squat very well. And maybe try to see if I can find something that I could use to pick these manacles off.
Okay,
Or
the manacles are, the manacles are kind of keeping you tied to the. It's like, those beds they use for mental patients, except the shackles
Yes.
are made out of metal, like iron. So,
Darn.
yeah. It may.
were they
Go on, go on.
were they were they operated by a computer console
Yes, the
or
computer console that is directly like you're lying on the gurney. It's at the head side of the gurney. It's like, say, um, like 1.5, like half a meter above you.
can I, since I'm actually pretty skinny, can I squeak hands out of these shackles?
This is the future.
Nope.
You probably can't.
No, these shackles are.
Whose side are you on,
These
Lux?
shackles are. These shackles are somehow
It's
your
realism.
size. Oh, by the way, you do see two cameras. But they're blurry. But you're pretty sure they're looking at you. There's a third camera. You're pretty sure it's looking towards the door. So it's like the similar layout as Reynolds out of character, but in character you're kind of blurry, because you don't have your glasses. But yeah. All right. And then suddenly you hear this very muffled, because the door is very solid and the room is kind of soundproof, not necessarily, but you hear this very muffled klaxon or alarm go off.
Oh
So
dear.
basically, this is the moment Reynolds is escaping from the thing. So this is actually a bit in the past. We did Flux's scene a bit earlier last session. All right. So anyway, and the moment, and you're like, you're probably kind of elated that maybe something's happening. Maybe Ryan came to the rescue. Maybe Shadowmere is busting out, but you don't have too much time to think before the electrocution starts
Oh dear.
coursing through your body. Yeah, that's not pretty. That's not pretty. You try your best to keep on waking because for some reason you have this feeling that if you pass out, you're not going to remember who you are and you're going to lose your memory. So you try desperately to hold on to your memories of your family, your memories of your friends, your memories of your brother, your memories of Valentine, your memories of Ryan, your memories, of the good time you had 2 days ago when your stepfather rubbed cake on your nose and all the other good memories that you have had. And
And if I have to, I'll try to latch on even to the bad memories to try to help carry me through.
yeah, sure, you also lash on to that, memories of that, in the night of that fire and, seeing your brother is digging you out. You, this time, you see who did it and you see their face. It's as clear to you as it had ever been. It is no longer hidden by your fear that, like, this is a bad memory, I want to forget it. It is now clear in your eyes who you have seen. And if you see their picture now, you can probably paint them or something, I guess. I don't know. Like you can describe them now. You can describe them very well to someone else and they can paint it. I don't know what's your painting skill, so we'll figure it out. Anyway,
It's probably
anyway,
me.
that's not the point.
Oh, that would
Oh,
suck
that would.
if it actually did turn out to be Minotaurus.
Oh, why?
Minotaurus, my friend. You were my friend.
All right. Um, it is at this point suddenly the alarm becomes louder, very louder, and you realize the alarm is coming from inside the room. Something is definitely happening that is not supposed to be happening. You open your eyes because you had closed your eyes trying to focus on your memories. You open your eyes to see the sprinklers going off inside the room. Suddenly you see there's fire everywhere next to you. You
Okay then.
you blink, the fires are gone, but the sprinklers are still going. And then suddenly you realize you can move your hand now. You look down. You see the shackles have come off. You also realize that you're no longer being electrocuted, but that was like a phantom pain. In fact, you're not actually sure how long ago the electrocution had stopped. What do you do? You're lying down on the gurney. The shackles have receded back inside the gurney itself. You're just lying there
I'll get up and
with the
try to figure out how to get
sprinkler
the heck
still
out of here.
the sprinkler still coming down.
I'll get up and try to get out of here.
Okay, you get up. As you get up, you realize something different. Your clothes are dry. You look around. You see the sprinkler is falling. You look up to the ceiling. You see the sprinkler is coming towards your eyes, then suddenly hitting something invisible, like inches above your face, above your head, and sliding off like there's an invisible umbrella there.
Okay, that's new, but I'm I'm still kind of a scientist type, so I think it's something that they're doing, not something I'm.
Okay, sure. What do you do now?
Let's go to the door and try to figure out how to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a key card or a release or a keypad or?
There is a handle.
We'll try the handle.
Yeah, you try to pull it. It's locked from the outside.
Okay. Is there anything around that I can use to pick it?
Do you want to open this door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're pulling on the handle, it's stuck. It's stuck. But suddenly, as if you want to come on, open up before you go to look at other way, like look around the room. It suddenly clacks and opens.
Okay.
No, she
Maybe.
has a magical hacking ability as well.
Totally coincidental. Totally, like definitely not new superpowers. Of course not. That would be silly. Like, come on.
No, that makes no sense.
it's-
All right. I'll peek out into the hallway and look around because I'm still powerless, so
There's
I don't want to
actually-
run into
There's
anyone.
actually nobody here. The door is open though, and it looks like there's some sort of fight going on outside because you hear like grunts and the blasting noises and stuff.
Did I just miss her? No.
Did I see where? Did they didn't leave my electronics in the room?
No, they didn't. But you do see outside here that you see your glasses and phone is here. You don't see your communicator or the thing that activates your suit with the glasses, which also looks like another.
All right.
Looks like, yeah.
It looks like another what?
I'm guessing it looks like another communicator that you keep in your pocket or something. I forget where you actually kept it. Oh no, it's attached to your phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't see the communicator, but you do see the phone and your glasses.
All right. Well, let's grab those. That'll be something.
Okay. You grab the phone and your glasses. Your phone is turned off. It feels very light, almost like someone took out the batteries.
Darn.
Wait a minute. All I need is 3.7 volts DC. Is there anything else around I can use to scavenge for 3.7 volts DC?
Magical
But at least
gem
I can
says
see.
no.
There's an intercom nearby, but nothing else pretty much usable. There's you did see the observation deck for the room you were in, which you did see on your way going in. That's looking into the room. See the sprinklers are still going, and there is a fire alarm being played inside the room, and here also. That there's actually no fire, and in fact, it doesn't look like there was ever any fire.
Now, is there anything around here I could use as a weapon, like even a fire extinguisher?
There's actually no fire extinguisher that you can see, but there is like it's like a odd baton-like thing. If you saw a few parlor tricks, you'd probably think it looks like a wand.
Okay, let's pick it up.
Okay. Alright.
Is it a shock baton or anything like that?
Nope.
Is there a button on it?
Looks like a normal stick.
What what happens if I pointed at something and say Leviosa?
Nothing. Wait.
Worth a shot.
What are you pointing it at?
Like some paper. If there's some papers lying on a
Okay,
desk or something.
you say Leviosa.
Yeah, and I flick it around,
Yeah,
Ginny Weasley
the
style.
papers start flying as you want them to fly.
Oh, I've got a levitation wand. Well, it's something.
Awesome.
I am so deluded right now. All right, so let's go carefully towards the sounds of the fight
Good.
and see
So
if maybe my friends are here to
we're
rescue.
now gonna dial back the time just a little and get back to what Reynold is going into. Hey, Reynold. Hi.
So,
I'm gonna show
so my
this
situation is,
this picture to
I
everyone
I
now.
know the glacial batting, Atlas.
So you hit the backside, like you come out of the door and hit the back of this friendly fellow who turns around. He is slightly taller than you, not very much. You're like what, 6 something? I forget. 6'4", right? I need to look it up.
Yes, 6'4" with horns.
Yeah, 6'4" with horn. This guy's basically like, it's shorter than 7 feet, but it's like 6'9", 6'10" ish. It's not too taller than you, but he is he is larger than you. And he turns back at you
Can I look around the room?
and looks at you, and he speaks in kind of like gravelly, but not like inaudibly gravelly. But he's like, "Well, what do we have here? Are you our
Okay,
recent
how do I say
capture?
this?
You shouldn't be escaping. Time to take you back."
Okay, listen here.
He
I don't know if you know this,
he
but
grabs you by both your shoulders and starts pushing
oh,
you
so
slowly back towards where you came from. And he is
I don't know
quite
if I
strong.
should metagame. I don't know if I should metagame it and just go with him, or I should just fight it.
Like, what do you want to do? Just tell me what you want to do, and we'll figure out.
I'm not gonna metagame and go back and see Alice. Nope, I'm not gonna metagame because you'll probably just do GM battles still anyway.
Huh?
I'm just gonna talk my way out of it.
Oh.
Listen, buddy, I don't know if you're recent transformed or something, but the people here, they're not good. They brainwash you and they take away your memories
Okay.
and replace you with evil ones.
Let me quickly explain. Like, what you see, it's like a large room, like a very large room. It's like a hangar floor kind of a room. You're at one corner. There are other such corners with hallways leading into what you assume are similar surgery chambers, operation chambers. Don't see anything particular interest going on in them. There are people here, mostly in scientists' apron like. There are a few, um, formal dress wearing people, and there's a few, yeah, like an intersection, yeah. Okay, and yes, and there's this guy randomly, just he is the only non-human like person that you see. Okay, and
Oh, so
as you're
he.
saying, basically, what do you want to do? Do you want to convince him to do something?
I'm convincing.
Him to do what?
I know. Let me go. I guess.
Okay, so that is
Let me
definitely
go and also talk his mind out and kind of try to make him remember.
okay. So do you want to pierce or provoke? It seems like one of those. So I guess you get to.
Pierce the mask. I guess. Pierce the mask.
Oh,
Pierce the mask.
okay. You want to see the person beneath? All right, sure. Roll plus mundane.
Hold on. Can you please do it for me? I'm on mobile and this moving stuff is
Oh,
so
okay.
hard.
No problem.
Hold on. I think I did. Hold on. Mundane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mundane. Come on, buttons. There we go. Submit.
Oh my God, man!
Go you.
So sorry, I can't see the thing. The buttons are so small. There we go.
Oh, you
okay.
failed. You failed horribly. But you get potential out of it. No, just kidding.
Oh my god, your mundane is so high, which is absurd and I love it. And you even locked the mundane, so we can't even do anything about it. Damn it! Alright, okay. So, Pierce the Mask. You get to ask 3 questions from the Pierce the Mask rulebook. Do you have the book in front of you? I don't know.
Hold on, I have the PDF open
Oh, cool.
on Word. Basic moves. What was it? Pierce the Mask, yes.
Yep.
On a 10 plus R3. Am I asking the GM or am I asking the person?
You're asking these questions out of character to me, but your character is finding out the information using, observing the face or whatever. We'll decide how your character is finding these.
Okay, how do I convince the person that he is not who he thinks he is?
How could I get your character to wait, so the question is, how could I get your character to
Convince him to snap out of it.
how could I get your character to snap out of it?
The other character, the glacial bear.
So you have to form the question in as per the Pierce the Mask. Like, you don't get any custom question that I allow for SS.
So the only on the list.
Yes, only on the list.
Okay, how could I get your character to snap out of it?
Uh, doesn't seem like there's any way he needs snapping out of.
I meant like in convince him of not being that. Convince him. Okay, hold on. How do I'm gonna rephrase the question. How could I get your character to to be convinced that he is not who he thinks he is?
You don't think you can?
Darn. Okay. How could I gain influence over you?
That is a very good question. Let me look up this guy's thingies. It's a very good question. I love that question. It's terrifying for me, but terrifying. I can figure it out. All right, what's it? How could you gain influence over this guy? By beating him in combat. You're thinking.
Okay, then.
You realize that this guy is powerful and he is slowly pushing you, so he has this, this, he's exuding this, like, confidence, and you figure if you can, take him down a few pegs, he might be, he might be swayed by your power.
And these 3 questions are really useless because I know what he wants.
Okay.
What do you intend to do? What do you want me to do? What are you planning? All of these are useless.
All right. So.
What do you intend to do? Yeah, just ask the most useful one.
Okay. He intends to take you back the way you came, and you're assuming he wants to like lock you up in the Garni again.
Yeah, that was totally unexpected.
Yeah, I know. Shocking, isn't it? As you're like, trying to guess his facial expression, you hear like your shoulders start feeling really cold. Like, really, really cold. You look to see ice starting to form on your shoulder where he is holding you.
Hey, buddy, can you get your hands off of my shoulders? I'm getting frostbite over here.
He's like, oh, sure, no problem. Smacks you in the face.
Oh, fuck you.
You fly back into the and you know what, man? Don't mark a condition. Take a powerful blow.
Oh no!
Ah,
And then he took another nap.
but it's so small. But it's so small. Bleh.
If you want, I can like roll
Oh
for
my
you.
god, dang. Hold on.
If you want, I can
Cancel,
roll for
probably.
you. That's also fine.
So I guess this guy.
Would you prefer I roll for you? That's also fine. Right?
There you go. Yeah, I got it. I got it.
All right. Oh my God, this is the best.
That's even worse. Oh dear.
This is great. Oh, what are you doing?
Hold on, let me pull up the list. Take a power flow, take a power flow, take a power flow. There it is. Maybe 10 plus, choose one. Um, shit. 7-9. And two options from 7 to 9 list. And I'm gonna
You can't.
give ground and damn. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna choose lose control of myself. I am not losing condition. I am not losing condition. Do that.
Oh my God, Janine, that's perfect. I love that pun. It's terrible, and I love it. All right. You as you fly back, your your plasma just fires forward. Lancing into him, and
Get wrecked.
yeah,
Son of a
because
bitch.
as you come like swinging onto the floor, like hit against some of remember those two guys that were coming after you? You kind of land on them. And they kind of break your fall. You're like, oh, and they're like, ah. Yeah.
They're probably dead.
They kind of break your fall. You crash land, and they're like, oh.
And they probably I might fall broke them.
You also look back and see this guy. Something very interesting about this guy, namely, one of his arms on the floor, severed from his body.
Yay!
Okay.
He loses -5 to danger.
Okay, one second. I actually closed the PDF that I need. Where is the GM sheet? Come on, GM sheet. Alright. Because that is a thing. Yeah, go on.
Does that mean Minotaurus just disarmed him?
Yes, he did. He did disarm him. Okay, one second. What happened? Okay, alright. So he's going to mark one thing. And he looks at the thing. He's like, well.
I can grab the one.
He grabs the arm by his other arm
And
throws at you.
attaches it.
Throws at you.
Oh, okay then.
What do you
Can I defend?
What do you do?
Defend against it.
You can't defend
Hold on, what?
against something. Defending is to defend someone else or something.
Oh,
do you want to defend
dodge out the way,
Do you
I
want
guess.
to defend the people you crushing, the hench people?
No, screw those people. I'm dodging out the way.
Okay. Dodging out of the way is that's probably an unleash. Yeah, that sounds like an unleash. Roll.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna defend these people.
Okay, sure, do it. Defend. Roll that savior, boy.
Savior is -2. Oh boy.
Like, what does Reynolds wants to do? Does he care about these people to do that? Okay, now, one thing. You can, right now, use team if you want to.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay. How are you? So, how does that work? The team, when you selfishly use team, you basically what you do, you can change one of your label up and down. So if you shift savior up by 1, you'll get a 7.
Okay, cool.
Alright. So
Savior 1, Superior down.
Alright, so you want to raise Savior and reduce Superior. Alright, cool.
Yep. Hold on, can you do it for me? I can't.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
on
okay,
mobile.
okay. I'll do it. Like if you like, I can like roll also for you. It's also fine. Alright, so Savior.
No, I must do it myself for the honor, and also because it's my own rules.
Okay, so you increase Savior, reduce Superior. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright.
You just check marked it.
Yeah, I just
You just ticked it.
ticked it back because I changed it. Alright.
I thought ticking meant it's just locked.
Yeah. Ticking just meant locked. So I untick, change it, and tick it back.
Why can you not let me do it for me?
Because you just told me to do
Or
it.
Why? I meant to change it, not tick it. Change it for me.
I did change it for you. What? Anyway.
That's good.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Oh right. I forgot to add team. So you still have 13 team because I added one and you removed one. Never mind. So you now roll a 7. So that's a 7 on the protect.
Yay! Hold on, let me change. Look. Defend. Hold on. I am escalating the situation.
All right. Cool. 1 second. I need to quickly take a picture of something. Quickly take a picture of something. 1 second.
Is it Team Bucket
No.
on the ground sprawl?
It's to A-list just a clarification of the rules.
Yeah, I got that. I just never cleared out the potential track before until the playbook change was official.
Okay.
So I wanted to have that as a reminder until we marked it.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah. I should actually mark that too. Okay. Change playbooks Nova. I need to mark that also. Change playbooks Nova. That actually gets a different color, so I can tell, hey, something awesome happened. Look at it. Anyway. Okay. All right. He throws the arm at you. You're defending, so you take from the defend the move thingy. Okay. You need to explain to me how what you do ignore or insult your teammates. You get to choose ignore and insult, and I'll decide what happens. Okay.
I guess when Alice eventually finds me, I'll just kind of scream at her. Why did it take so long?
Okay, that's fine.
I'll just scream at her.
That's fine. That's fine. So let's say change it to something like
Oh, look who came saving me.
like when are my lazy ass teammates are going to come and rescue me or something like that. Does that seem like something you'd say?
I guess I'll just say, oh look, the cavalry came.
No,
in a very harsh.
they're not here
sarcastic
yet. They're
tone.
not here yet. Nobody's here yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Alice just came ahead. I guess.
No, you don't know that. I'm just saying that. Just tell me whether you want to ignore them or insult them, and I'll just
insult them makes more sense.
Okay, sure. All right. So okay. So now let's get to do the rolling for the defense. So you choose a 7 to 9. So on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. So choose one from the list.
Oh, okay then.
So either add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. I would suggest.
I dare you to take influence.
I would suggest to clear a condition. I would suggest that.
Clear a condition, yeah. Because these means are useless as hell, and I don't really want to use them.
All right. So, what are you removing?
Okay, what is the most useful to me? Hopeless, afraid, or angry?
I'd imagine you're still angry. You may not be hopeless or afraid.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hopeless or afraid? Coin flip. Could someone roll for me?
Oh my god, this guy. Alright, fine. You got a 1.
1.
That
Afraid then. I'm clearing afraid.
you're clearing afraid. Alright, cool. Yay, you're no longer afraid. Woo! Okay. But on a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger
Escalate the situation.
or
Escalate
escalate the situation. Alright. The arm comes flying. You quickly roll to the side, grabbing the 2 goons under you and kind of throwing them to the wall before the arm kind of flies back. Backward, what happens is the other guy who was trapped under the door, he kind of slowly moves the door and the arm kind of skewers into the door, flies back away from him. He's like, what the hell? Basically. So, yes, he's fine. Nobody got skewered by the arm. The escalate the
Yay.
situation part is that another alarm starts blaring.
How, why, and what?
And let's quickly go back to well, no, let's not go back. What do you do now? Now if you look at the guy, this guy that you just saw, you see his arm regrowing.
Well, this time I'm gonna unleash my powers and gonna shoot him.
Okay.
That one was a fluke, and this time it's just a full body one.
All right, sure. You're channeling your plasma and shooting it at the guy. That is a directly engage. So roll me a danger.
Danger.
Yeah, danger. You can do it.
The
Oh my god, you rolled the lowest you can roll. This is amazing.
Seriously?
This is amazing.
Seriously?
Okay. Give me 1 second to figure out something. Yeah, probably. Give me 1 second to figure out something. I just need to look at something. 1 second. Just 1 second.
It probably missed or something.
Okay. Let's quickly change the by the way, Janine, I'm sorry that you're kind of getting, not getting the spotlight.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. So let's I'll give you another scene, unfortunately, but right now uh something is about to happen that's going to make this fight a lot more interesting. So let's go back to Alice. Alice, as you're nearing the door, you suddenly hear a loud sound in a loud yell in a familiar voice saying, "When are my lazy teammates are going to come and rescue me already?"
Oh, I'm shouting it right now. I'm shouting it right now. I thought I was shouting at her when she comes.
That is how you use the team in the previous row.
I have all the nerve. I'll open the door and try to see what's going on.
Okay, 1 second. I also want to check something. Okay, yeah. Go on. Yeah, okay. The door is open. You actually see the sound. You trace the sound back to where you think it came from because it's kind of like echoey, not really echoey, kind of reverberating in this large hangar place that you didn't actually see because you went through the door on the other side. But now you're open into this large hangar with similar doors like the one you're coming out of on various sides. And you see this creature made of ice in a door like directly opposite to you. And behind him, you're looking at this familiar glow of plasma. It's familiar because you have tried to stop that glow from happening twice now, from ripping someone's head off. And you're fairly certain behind this icy creature in the other hallway is Reynolds.
Okay, so am I in a position where if this blast goes off, I'm going to get hit? If so, I want to.
The reason I waited to before, like the reason I went to your scene, because before figuring out what this role happens, because you have a move called won't let you down. So you can help a teammate to give 2 out of team pool to add +2 to the roll and make this a 7 if you want to help him.
Oh, then absolutely.
Okay, how are you doing that?
All right, so he's trying to use the blast
to hit the ice creature. You're you're like definitely sure that's what he's planning to do. What do you want to do?
Well, can I at least yell at him that if he took off one arm, maybe try to take off the other arm?
You can't actually see the other arm. The fact that it's growing back, it's kind of at an angle from you that you can't see that thing happening.
Well, can I use the wand to keep him to stand still so he can take the full blast and not be able to die?
Oh yes, you can. You how are you doing? You're just pointing the wand, and what are you doing?
And I say, stand still.
Shockingly enough, he stands still. And you spend 2 team. So the team is now at 11. Okay, so Reynolds.
Okay, we're finally
Reynolds, you don't get a potential because as you ready to
that's fine. That's fine. That's very much fine.
fire the beam, he's like ready to dodge, and suddenly you hear this familiar voice from behind the monster, behind this ice creature. Stand still. And he just becomes like stuck.
Like a block of ice?
Like a block of ice. Yes, I didn't want to say that. I was waiting for you to say that. And you fire the blast.
Yeet.
You get a 7 to 9 on the directly engage roll. Choose from the list.
Hold on. I am gonna. Well, for one thing, I'm gonna resist or avoid their blows because I really don't want to get any more conditions.
You can only take one.
Yeah, resist or avoid their blows.
Okay, I mean, he's at range from you, so you're not sure he can hit you, but okay, if you take that, that's fine.
Fine, whatever I'm gonna take. Impress the price of fighting the opposition.
All right, so I get to choose what happens then. All right, so okay, let me actually see what happens to our Frosty. Oh, by the way, I'm giving him the name Frosty for now because I can't think of a better name. It's so terrible. It's gonna be all right. So I think it's definitely that's gonna happen. So I need to look at the villain moves. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. What just happened? Oh, that happened. All right. Okay. Okay, you hit him, and he kind of staggers back from it, and like he tries to block it with his other arm, and it kind of melts through his arm and hits him square in the face, and he kind of falls back on his back.
Yeah, he's fine.
And as he's down, you two can suddenly see each other.
Alice, I take back what I just shouted. I'm very glad to see you. Where are the others?
I actually got captured, so I'm kind of separated. But I think I found a cool wand.
Oh, that's very comforting.
Okay, as you're like showing him the wand, and you two are coming close to each other, approaching each other. The dude is still on the ground. He's like his face is kind of half melted off, but you see it slowly reforming.
I told you he's fine.
I'm gonna look at him, and I'm just gonna start to rattle off the names. Can Kelly Hunter, Sonny Stavros, Benji Gunther, Taj Bahadur Carr, the names of all the missing people. And because at least when we used it before, when they heard their names, it kind of knocked them out. So I'll see if that stopped.
All right. He just stares at you blankly with, a molten face, half molten face, and is like, what? Who are they? What are you talking about?
Darn.
We're not here to hurt you. I think we're all on the same side. So you should just help.
Well, it's too late to say that because I just melted his whole face off.
Yeah, it is too late. You and I, Bullboy, we have a bone to pick with each other. You, Garly, stay out of our way. This is between him and me.
Sorry, I guess.
And he steps out. All right. No
I mean,
more
you
Mr.
punched me first.
No more Mr. Ice Guy.
Oh, fuck you.
He doesn't say that. He says no more Mr. Nice Guy. But I'm sorry, I couldn't resist the joke. But he doesn't say that. He says no more Mr. Nice Guy. And he raises both his arms to, what's the move? It's like opposite of uppercut. It's like punching you on the head to drop you to the ground.
Oh, what was it? It's like
Haymaker?
the whole,
I have no idea.
yeah, hold it in a hammer position and just come smashing to the ground.
No, it's not a
Like
Heimlich
Hulk smash,
position.
I guess.
I don't know what the move is called. It's like I don't know, man.
It's like a Hulk smash, lah. It's a Hulk smash.
It's like a Hulk smash kind of thing. So he goes to do that to you. What do you do? What do both of you do?
Dodge backwards, dash backwards, I guess.
Alice, are you doing anything?
I'll point the wand and say stupefy.
Okay. Roll on. What do you want to do? You want to stop him, right?
No, I'm just gonna dodge
No,
onto you, I guess.
I'm asking Alice. Sorry.
Oh.
You want?
I want him to basically, the stupefy in the Harry Potter thing, it just basically kind of freezes them up like they're being shot with.
That is a reshape environment or obstacle, I think. So yeah, roll and unleash. Roll that freak. Come on, do it! Oh my
dear.
god! Oh,
Hey, potential.
my god. Okay, sure. That's sure.
Mark potential.
Okay. You know what? What happens? Your wand kind of shatters.
No!
That's not the only thing that shatters. His legs shatter.
Oh,
He
okay,
loses
that's a good
balance
thing, I guess.
and falls into and he's like, whoa! He's like, going to Hulk smash you. Suddenly his legs just shatter. He's like, what? Oh! Boom! He falls again. And this time he kind of falls flat on his face. Ow! What just
Can I take a moment?
happened?
Can I take a moment to just kind of smash his face? Hit me.
Oh, okay, one second.
Smash his head
One
in.
second. He actually took a condition, so I need to look at the condition moves. Give me a second. Let me.
I really just want to curve smash his head in.
Okay, 1 second. Alright. Okay, he's like. Wait, 1 second. And he's like. Okay, so as you go to punch him in the face, he quickly rolls to the side away from you, which is his, condition move. So he kind of rolls to the side and he's like, wait. What happened? You didn't touch me. What happened? Carl, did you do that?
I think my wand, which is broken, did it.
Wait. Wand? That's not a wand. That's a back scratcher. I use that to scratch my back.
You have a magic back scratcher?
That's not magic. It's just a piece of wood. Why do you think that was magic? What?
Wait, what? What? Oh, it's just a stick. It's really just stick. It's not a metal one.
Okay, at this point, the um, the both of you suddenly, you know, are unable to move,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and around
Uh-oh.
and around outside one of the doors comes a familiar face to one of you.
Oh, is the behind the tree guy?
It's Jerry. It's Jerry.
Okay, that is the offender.
What do you do?
Can I break out of the psychic grasp, or at least overpower it?
Oh,
Kind of like Saitama in
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of like Saitama
I got it.
versus the thing.
I
Yeah,
got it. Yes. What are you doing? Like, just
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 try overwhelming, I guess.
brute strength.
Overwhelming and just trying to
Brute strength, right?
brute strength.
Okay, okay. Roll that
Yes.
unleash.
Blah. Small buttons.
I can roll it for you if you like.
Submit.
Oh my god.
Yay!
All right. On a hit, you do it. All right. So yes, you like let me out and just break free of the whatever force was holding you back. And he's like, "Oh, you're a feisty one."
Y-
At this point, we're actually going to go back to Nigella to see what's going on, and we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. All right. So,
No, that's fair.
Nigella, you have reached Aegis, Aegis Island.
Yes.
What do you do? Like, do you go into the front door? Do you go in through the, the side entrance that you, well, that was the hole on the side? You're probably gonna go in through the front door, probably.
I didn't hear that, Annie. Come again.
Blah, 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 blah. Are you going through the front door to the reception desk?
Yes.
All right.
The reception desk.
All right. So you're like coming in as a bard, and some of the guys see you. The door is already open, so you just fly in, and he's like, "Hey, wait! Stop that bard!" And you see some of the guards coming after you. What do you do?
Shapeshift back.
Up back at the reception table.
Are you shape shifting back
Yes.
into your
Yeah, just
normal form,
quickly land.
like
Yes.
the human or the elven blue, right? Right.
Elven blue.
All right, cool. So you like, and the receptionist, you remember, the wait, who was the what day is today in game?
Sunday is the day of the week.
Is a Sunday. Okay. You don't
Just after
you don't-
lunchtime.
Yes, it is a bit after lunchtime. It's around 2:30 right now. You see not the man who was before, but it's like a woman. Like a man, like a slightly middle-aged, youngish woman at the desk, and she's like, "Oh, hello there. You're Elven Blue, right?"
Hello. Yes. I was sent by who was that? What's the prodigy's dad? Any out of character?
Marvel.
but
Marvel.
Said I was sent here by Marvel. I'm gonna say it's about his villain, the skull, the black skull. What?
You had it right if you're saying that out of character.
Yes.
It was the box call.
Like, yeah.
In character, I said I was sent by Marvel to report about Black Skull and another thing in a place underneath the Lodging Incorporated.
Underneath, like
And
they
Lodging Incorporated.
yeah, they have well, we know they have the ley line monitoring station. Do you mean something else?
Yes, there is another facility under the ley lines that are being checked upon now by what is her name? Sorry, get
Sh-
a very
Shadowmere.
Shadowmere or Mistress Hex?
shadow weird Mr. Hex. Sorry,
All right.
uh, I'm just very frantic right now.
Okay, I mean,
Happening.
like construction, civil construction isn't really under Aegis's jurisdiction. If you want to make a complaint, that would probably go to the city council, I think. Although technically, this is outside city's limits, so I don't really know the law. Guess you have to go to the
No,
national court.
no, I'm asking for backup because Shadowmere is alone there with Valentine, and they're currently under attack.
Wait, who are attacking them?
That's why I'm running here because we don't know.
You know, okay, what sort of threat are you facing?
Um, uh, I think it was psychic, and and I think the people who turned children was there also.
Whoever
In case
you think whoever kidnapped the children is there?
yes, we were following up on that.
Uh, oh, okay. Um, 1 second, please. And she quickly, gets on the phone and talks to someone, relaying what you just said. Okay, okay. All right, all right. 1 second. 1 second, Miss Blue, and she codes something, and a drone starts flying, and she's like, "Okay, please follow this drone to our field supervisor, and they'll talk to you to understand the exact logistics before we send out a team to help."
Okay, why don't I just give you my current what do you call that? My phone. They have the it has the coordinates. Where the hell is it? And the contact to Shadowmere. I
Yes, you
don't know
you you,
to
you can give it to the field supervisor.
yes. And Black Skull is currently out there fighting with Mr. Marvel and Prodigy.
When you actually left, Black Skull was nowhere to be seen. You never actually saw Black Skull.
Oh, okay. And I said, oh, actually, he was missing. Okay. By the way, oh wait, where's the clinic? I need to check up on someone.
Well, don't you want to go talk to the supervisor? You seemed uh, very panicky to get back to your friends.
Oh, sure. Okay. Follow to the supervisor.
Okay, so you follow the drone. It's actually a person you've met before. It's this guy. Let me show you the guy. Where are you, guy? There we go. Woo.
Oh, hello.
It's like,
It's nice.
wait, wait. I just got a report that you have information about the kidnapped children, teens.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what happened?
Okay. Minotaurus got kidnapped by the same dudes because apparently Minotaurus has the same connection with those. And then we followed Minotaurus trail, which led us to Lodging Incorporation, and then things happened, and
What
then we
things?
found out. Uh, I actually accidentally caved in the ceiling, and
You
then
caved in the ceiling.
accidentally I fell off the ceiling. Sorry.
Okay, that's
And then
okay.
and then we went down the basement to check, and then we got separated. Alice got captured.
Who's Alice?
No, not Alice. I was talking about my other friend. Sorry. What was his name? Oh yeah. Is on the somewhere in the basement.
Somewhere in their
Escape.
basement is who?
Shadowmere is with us.
Okay.
Valentine got separated and reported on telecommunication that she was somehow captured by, by and by
You,
someone from
you're getting cut
us.
off, and you actually didn't pay attention to what exactly happened. So you're metagaming quite a lot. It's completely unintentional, but you are metagaming like an impressive amount.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm getting cut off because I'm thinking, what the hell I was gonna say. So I'm probably bubbled up what the summary of what I've heard from Alice.
Okay. You're going to roll a provoke at a -2.
Already have a condition. Where is it? Uh, provoke.
So you can
Do
just roll it. We'll reduce the 2 later. So you can just do a regular roll, and we'll decide later.
one is provoke again?
Provoke is
Superior.
superior. Yes.
Yeah.
Superior.
Okay. -2. Minus.
Oh, well.
Oh dear.
That's 5
Oh dear.
condition. 4 conditions in minus.
Mark potential.
Yeah, mark potential. Woo! You're getting. Did you take? No, you didn't take another advancement.
I haven't thought about what to get yet.
Okay, you have another one, so you have currently a blank advancement. You should choose that. If you want to choose that right now, in case that can help you somehow, you should probably do that right now.
Well, in that situation, what should I choose to help with my situation? That's a fail, a critical fail.
Yeah, no, I mean like something that might help you in this, like not this role, but this scene somehow. It's up to you, really. Or just an advancement of something, I guess. I don't know.
Still no idea. Anything that changes the superior role? Can I do that?
Yeah, I mean, if you should have already taken it, so you can rearrange your labels as you choose and add +1 to a label. That can get you a superior, like that can. I'm not sure how. I mean, I guess you can get it that high. I guess. Yeah, you can probably do that. Sure.
So
If
I'll
your superior
get
was
plus.
No, I don't. No, I don't think like you rolled a 2 and 2. So only way to get a superior to be crossing that is to get a +3. And since you're already taking a -2 because of the your conditions, you can at max get +1. So there is actually no way to win this roll.
No.
No.
Okay, I just sigh and give up explaining. Then I realize he's not.
Okay, I do you want to take an advancement right now? You can do so. Like you can take an advancement because you already have it. Should already have it. Yeah.
8 though.
Okay, well you should still give it some thought because you kind of yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let me look at the roll. These basic moves you failed a provoke, and you kind of start babbling, like saying incoherently everything, a lot of stuff, and well, you probably realize that he's kind of not like he's kind of realized that this is probably a false alarm. She's like, okay, 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 Miss Blue. Would you mind? Oh, 1 second. And he appears to have gotten some call on his comm. It's like, okay. Yes, she's here. Yes, she's right in front of me. Okay, okay. I'll take her down there right now. All right. Miss Blue, if you mind following me, we'll get this all sorted out.
Yes, I follow him very frustratingly and angrily.
Yep. All right. So, and he takes you down a few corridors, and it's actually in front of one of the rooms from last time. You know, the room that that was had these weird soundproof walls and stuff.
Mm.
He opens the door and tells you to, well, just go inside, please.
Yes, okay, fine.
And as you go in,
Oh, by the way,
go on.
I'm gonna ask him, is there a dude that Marvel put in the clinic earlier?
Yes, that's what we want to talk to you about. So please step inside.
Okay, let's step inside.
Okay, as you step inside, he closes the door behind you. Not coming
I
in.
kind of odd feeling about this.
Not coming onto the room.
Just sit.
You suddenly realize this room looks very different from the last one. In fact, it kind of looks like the room where Scion was. It was like completely devoid of any furniture or any features. There were some lights in the in the ceiling, but that's about it. And in the room, like, but it's much smaller. It's like half that size. And the other side is a like as you as the door closes, the other side of the room, the wall, it was a wall, but it suddenly changed to this screen, display screen.
Yes.
And the display screen starts showing. And on that side, on like you see what's one second, what's what are you? You see Cassidy Cartwright sitting at her office.
I fangirl a little bit, but at the same time I'm scared.
Miss Blue,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think you've been very forthcoming with us.
No, I am not.
Would you care to change your stance on that?
I think you have an idea of what I am by now.
We have an idea, yes. Your friend that was brought in earlier by Marvel. Well, I don't know how to say it, but he appears to have something that is making his staying, for a lack of a better word, very difficult somehow.
Please don't tell me he's dying.
I don't. No, I don't think he's dying. Is he's dying? She actually calls another thing, another line. Um, medic, medical medical, is the patient fine? Is the patient all right? And you hear like them respond through the microphone that yes, yes, patient is stable. Patient is stable. We have put them in a hyperbaric chamber. They are resting right now, but they will be fine.
Okay, great.
Yes, your
Yes.
friend is fine, but something is fundamentally disagreeing with his very being. And we have we for lack of a better word, we don't have Mistress Hex's expertise with us right now because she's not answering her cell currently. But uh, we do have uh, we do have our resident experts have reason to believe that he may not be entirely terrestrial of origin. Now, I don't know what that means, but I have a feeling you can shed some light on that. So,
A facepalm and just say, well, Mrs. Hex is quite busy right now because she just had a fight with Black Skull, and then
Wait, what?
yes,
Why didn't you say so before?
oh, I well,
Wait,
he didn't
where is
believe
she?
me.
Where is she located? Can you give us a location?
I know, or should I just give her my phone with the coordinates? Maybe
Just show it.
You can show it up to the camera, the screen itself.
show it.
Okay.
Yes, I'll show it.
She looks at it.
It's,
Okay.
it's not a potato
She
camera.
she quickly clicks another button and she's like, deploy dropship alpha right now to this coordinate. Mr. Hex
Oh
is
yeah,
engaged with Black Skull.
oh yeah. One more thing. I think I actually saw Giga Hornet going that direction, so it's
Oh, that's actually better. Track Dr. Vesper's helicopter and swarm. He's actually heading to assist Mr. Hex, so you'll find them easier that way. Okay.
thank you.
And on the other side you hear roger that, and the line goes up. Okay, so they'll leave within the minute, so why don't you tell us more about what you've been hiding from us, Miss Blue?
This is not the right time anyway, so I'll just blur it out to get it over with. Just say I'm an alien.
Come again?
I said I'm an alien, and so is the dude on the clinic.
She goes quiet. I see. And where are you from?
I'm from. Wait, let me check my notes.
Well, you can answer it, just you can just check it later, but you can also, like, you can just say you answer it.
I came from a 12 billion years,
Like, do you answer?
light years from
Yeah,
Earth.
yeah. Like, do you like tell the name of the star system and the planet and stuff like that?
Yes, I
All right,
elaborate.
okay. She's like, I see. And how did you came here? How did you come here?
Actually, actually, almost fall off the sky because the same thing with my dude on the clinic.
Yes.
Uh,
So wait, you just fell out of the sky, so you didn't use a spaceship?
no, I have a spaceship.
Ah, I see. Where is it?
It's on the backyard of Mr. Park.
I see. Does Mr. Park know that you are an alien?
I- I- yes.
Very well. And she's like, uh, Dropship Bravo, kindly go to the residence of Jake Park and retrieve the spaceship and Mr. Park as well.
Oh, one more thing. I don't know where the other dude park his.
Ah, well, okay, we'll ask him when he wakes up. I hope he'll be fine. The medic says he'll wake up, so I'm hopeful. All right. Um, why are you here on our planet, Miss Blue?
I'm a biologist.
Okay, why are you here on our planet, Doctor Blue? Or is
It's
it?
a stupid mistake. Actually, I looked through Earth through a telescope and saw dinosaurs.
So you came to study dinosaurs?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So basically, she starts now, interrogating you, and I guess you're answering to the best of your ability and stuff.
Yes.
All right. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the past. No, no.
This
We're
is
gonna.
the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep. You should not have missed that roll. Like, oh,
Yes.
like you wouldn't even have to roll if you just, like, spoke like better and like a bit clearer, but he just like, I'm sorry. The
I Nigella actually said that in character. Just damn it! This is the wrong time to do this.
she probably would, but yes. And if you say that, like Director Cartwright would say, I can assure you, my best agents are on the case, and if Mr. Sex is there and Shadowmere is there, I think we have it under control.
Oh, one more thing. I totally forgot about the whole underground, another villain, some what do you call that?
Harbin.
Another place under
Facility.
the facility under Lodging Incorporated. Another facility under the Lodging
I see.
Incorporated.
Okay. I will keep them informed. All right.
Yes, thank you. Would you please send people there? Because I'm sure Valentine and Shadowmere ain't having a great time under that basement.
We'll do our best. Don't you worry. All right. So that being said, let's go back inside where um, Reynolds has just broken free of the uh, thingy, the thing, the telekinetic um, trap, I guess. Hold the hug, telekinetic hug, and Alice is still stuck, and Jerry is in front of you.
Cool. Can I just punch him in the face?
Like not in front of you. He's like not in front. You're like in front, but he's like, I don't know, like 10 meters away from you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a running start and just punch him in the
Okay,
face.
you're gonna charge towards him. Very good. Now that is a directly engage.
Hold on, let me go back to that. Math.
Dude, please, I can roll for you if you let me. Damn it.
I must roll it for myself.
Okay.
Skynet works alone.
I know.
Submit.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Alice, do you want to help him somehow?
Actually, no. I have a move called Coming for You, and I can use +1 forward.
No, you can't.
Oh no, I have to mark condition.
Yeah.
Only at mark. Never
You
mind.
can do coming.
And
You can do coming for you against the guy on the ground because you mark. No, you didn't mark a condition from him, right?
I did actually. He punched my face, and I got a condition.
Did you get a condition? I forgot what.
Oh no.
No, you didn't get a condition. You didn't pick the condition. You picked losing control of your powers. Yeah. So no, you can't actually use that right now because nobody has given you the condition. All right. So Alice, do you want to help him?
I don't know that I would think that I could.
No.
I mean, he's heading towards to try to.
Want to help him?
Yes, I want to help him.
Okay. What do you want him to do while attacking this obviously telekinetic person?
It would be nice to freeze the telekinetic guy so when he punches, he can't duck out of the way.
Well, wouldn't you know, that would be a very interesting thing, wouldn't it? So, Reynolds, why don't you choose 7 to 9 and pick one from the directly engaged list?
Yeet. Thanks, Aiden.
And I'll spend one of the teams. I should do that. Oh, jeez.
Wait.
Use all the.
It's a help team move.
No. This is not a team. Are you? Well, I mean, you don't need to help with 2 for 2 because like getting 1 is enough.
Yeah. Did you move a team?
Yeah. She used a team to assist you.
Oh. Okay.
On the directly engaged roll. So take a 7 to 9. Your roll is now 7.
Right,
it's no longer 6. You don't get potential.
I'm gonna resist their blows.
Okay. You charge and he's going to hit. Looks like he's going to flick you aside, but suddenly he just can't, and he's like floating a bit off the ground. You come and you punch him squarely in the face, right? That's what you want to do, or something else?
Yes.
Or you can describe how you're
Yep.
punching him. That's up to you, or hitting him, or whatever. What do you
And
want?
literally just punch in the face,
Ah.
and then probably just broke something in his face.
All right, okay, just punch him in the face, and somehow he just does not move and gets hit by it, and, and he goes flying back. Oh man. Jeez. All right. Okay. 1 second. I have to figure out what happens to him because something very awesome happened here. Okay.
He gets knocked out. Ooh, down for the count.
Okay. 1 second. Um. Oh. That is definitely happening. Okay. He marks this condition, and he's quickly. Let me check his moves. Oh man, he has so many moves. So many moves. Okay, and he just flies back a bit, and he's like, "Well, what are you useless? What are you people waiting for? Attack them!" As you see, blood dripping from his nose. It's kind of cracked inside, and yeah, some tears coming.
Hold on.
Some tears.
The problem is I was probably punching him in order to let Alice go.
Okay, yeah. I mean, as he flies back, Alice is able to move again. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Okay, and here now you see all the different magic researcher type people that you saw just coming out of various doors. They were kind of hiding, but not just them. But you see this guy. This guy. You hear this knuckle cracking noise, and you see this guy with a glowing rifle.
Oh, is that guy? Oh boy.
Yeah, that guy.
Boy.
And not just that guy, you see similar dudes like him, very buff, with weird tattoos, and in military gear and guns and stuff, glowing guns coming out. The guns don't actually look exactly like this, but they more have runes printed on them which are glowing in various colors.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's very awesome, isn't it? And they're all coming out of different and he just says, "Sorry we missed the party, Morgan, but cavalry's here." And he quickly brings out the gun and points at you. What do the two of you do?
Okay, is he pointing at Alice?
He's pointing at both of you right
Is
now.
he-
He's kind of in a way
Yeah,
that you both of you are in the same direction.
Okay.
You also
Is
see
Alice
the
still
other
in the-
characters, other people like him raising their guns. You see the researchers slowly starting to use their spells and stuff. What do you do?
Okay, is Alice out of her out of the telekinetic hole?
Yeah, but
Is she
let's see
moving now?
what Alice is doing first. Alice, what are you doing?
Well, that was weird when I tried to assist him. It held him yet again, and I wasn't even using the magic back scratcher. Maybe I have some powers. Could we turn that guy's gun on one of the other people and see if it fires?
Okay. That is a 1 second. That is an unleash your power.
That's probably
yeah,
unleash.
Yeah, it's an unleash. Go for it.
It's my worst roll.
We'll see.
Darn.
We will see.
Darn.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Mark potential.
Definitely mark
Mark
that potential.
potential.
Okay. Cool. Okay, Mark.
Obviously, I have no control over this yet.
Yes, but what happens is, are you pointing at the leader, this guy, or one of the sidekick, one of the hench guys?
May as well point it at the leader.
Okay, cool. The leader's gun just snaps out of his the strap breaks and it just flies out of his hand. He's like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
it's
I'm gonna grab it.
it just kind of starts rising towards the ceiling. Starts rising towards the ceiling, and as it gets to the ceiling, which is pretty high, which is like 20 meters high, I'd say. Well, no, that's wait, no, not 20
That is
meters.
still
20
high.
feet. 20 feet. My bad. 20 feet high. Yeah, my bad. Unitary
That's still pretty tall.
confusion. Unitary confusion. Yeah, 20 feet. Yeah, it's still tall. It's like 2-story high, basically. So yeah, it goes up to the ceiling,
Why is this intersection high?
and it starts shooting in random direction, just kind of randomly spinning and shooting.
Oh
And
boy.
he's like, "Everyone duck and cover."
I'm gonna defend Alice.
Okay.
Just gonna duck her and take her out of the way.
Okay. Roll that defend.
Hold on, I have a defend move, right? Hold on. Let me check the bull moves.
You might have that. Yeah. Let me see that.
Let me check the bull moves. Yeah, here it is. It's bull's heart, and I took defender. Yeah.
Yeah, defend. Okay, so that's a bull's heart, which is, let me go to the playbooks. Okay. Alright, so you're defending roll plus danger instead of savior. So Alice
Yeah,
is
okay,
your
cool.
love, right?
Yep.
Alright, so roll plus danger.
And also I have influence over her, right?
You do have
Well,
influence.
Yeah, in fact, you have something held to help on me. You have a bull hold +2
Yeah.
for Jane.
Yeah.
So
I-
plus
i-
3.
If you want
So
to,
plus 3. Influence is plus 1.
you can spend one
Influence
from
is
the
plus 1. Yeah.
yeah, you get influence the +1 by default, so just roll that first, and then if you need to use the hold, you can do that.
Ah, okay.
So just
So,
roll normally
1.
with a one modifier. Yeah.
Is the influence from normal influence and then hearts separate, or is it just combined into one?
No, it's just no. You don't have 2 influence over someone. You can only have influence or not.
Okay, so
Just
heart and influence is just the same lah.
yeah.
So just one.
Yeah, just
So just
just
do one.
one on the modifier. Yeah. So when the modifier window pops up, you just
What
write
I get?
okay. You get
8.
8.
Just hit.
So you can take the hold. I don't think you can spend both holds on the same roll, right?
I don't
Or
know.
can you? How did he get the hold again? I need to remember.
Unfortunately, it was like 3 episodes
Yeah, it
ago,
was.
but I think it was one of the bull moves.
Right. Hold. No, I don't think it was a bull move. How do you? Oh, it was. 1 second. Oh yeah, it was a team move. Spend the hold to help them as if it were team in a pool. You can only use it as a team move. Oh, as an assist. Okay, so you can't actually use it.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, it's still 8 on the defend. So let's see what you have on the defend. So you choose one. So add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I'm gonna clear conditions since I already have influence over her.
Okay, what are you clearing?
Hopeless.
I mean, you can also like take influence to shift her labels immediately if you want to. But yeah, okay, removing hopeless is fine.
There's no point.
Yeah,
There's no
okay.
point.
I think saving her would definitely make you less hopeless, less. Okay. On a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
Escalate the situation.
Uh,
Let's add the chaos.
okay,
Let's
sure.
add fluff.
Sure. Escalate the situation. You go to defend her. You accidentally trip on Frosty on the ground, who was trying to get back up.
Fuck's sake.
You kind of knock her into the hallway she was coming out of. So she is protected, but you do take some shots from the gun. Take a powerful blow, please.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Uh-oh.
Well, at least I got a clear condition.
You just clear a condition. Yeah, you only have one condition, so it's not quite as bad. It is pretty bad, but it's not quite as bad. Hey, it's not that bad.
Hold on. Can I see?
Yeah, it's 7.
Oh no.
It's 7.
It still hits.
It still hits, yeah. But choose one from the 7 to 9 list.
Hold on, let me look. It is I give ground.
Okay, your opposition gets an opportunity. You fall flat on the ground as your backside, and you feel like some burning on your skin. It hurts. It shouldn't hurt, but it hurts. And you realize
Yeah,
it's like a burn heart. It's like you're getting burnt, but it's a very focal burn, which makes no sense from a bullet shot.
I mean it's magic.
It's
a magic
it's
type, so
magic. Yeah,
I can take
yeah,
it.
it's magic. And here's where the opposition gets an opportunity happens. Suddenly, something grabs your shoulder, your neck, and your torso.
Darn.
Something big, something cold, grabs you and puts you pulls you up above them like a dumbbell, I guess.
Hold on, am I still holding on to Alice?
No,
Am
no,
I
no,
still
no.
holding on to
You
Alice?
knocked Alice into the hallway.
Okay, good.
He grabs you up above his head and throws you towards a wall. And he's like,
Ow.
"Don't forget about me, kiddo." Throws you at the wall.
Oh, so he's an adult.
What do you do?
Land?
How are you trying to land? Like,
One thing try to land.
like you're going
Like a cat.
like you're in mid-flight right now, but if you if you don't do anything, you're basically
Try
going
to
to
upright
splat
myself.
on the wall, and you're going to have to take another powerful blow. But
Yeah, just trying to upright myself.
you're going to
Trying to upright myself.
you,
Upright myself.
mid-flight. There's not enough room for
Yeah.
that. Like, you can try to land, land on your feet somehow.
Yeah, land like that.
Okay.
Try to land my feet.
Right. Okay, so that is a that is a unleash.
Yeet.
Roll a freak. You did use your move to send the gun flying.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Thanks.
All right, so you do it on a hit. You quickly readjust mid-flight and kind of like do a superhero slowdown, like 3-point slowdown on the ground, like kind of screech, 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 come to a halt. By the way, Alice,
Style point.
you know last time Jerry was with Shadowmere, yet she is nowhere here.
Yeah, and he was also with my armor, which is also not
Which
here.
is also not here. What do you do?
Oh no, Shadowmere is being. Shadowmere is probably captured as well. Oh no.
What do you do?
Both of us, right?
Yeah, both of you. Let's say Alice does it first because he's kind of slowing down on the ground, slowing his descent. As Alice gets back to her feet, she sees him being thrown, Reynolds being thrown.
And I'm in a hallway where there's no other people.
No, there's no other people. This is the hallway you came out of.
All right, why don't we head back this way?
Okay, where are you going? Like back way?
Well, actually, let me try to
You actually remember that
pull Reynolds towards me.
hallway leads into the where you came into the room with all the
Teleportation.
room with all the teleportation things.
Can we pull Reynolds into the hallway with
Reynolds
us?
is like a few meters from you. outside. Like he's outside. He's still in the hangar.
Yeah, try calling to me. Try calling to me, and I'll
Yeah.
just run.
Reynolds, let's go down this hallway. That's where the teleporter.
I'll try.
All right, so you head down that hallway. Reynolds, what do you do?
And well, actually, when he comes in here, I want to see if I can somehow secure this door, lock this door.
Okay, let's see how he gets here. Reynolds, what do you do?
I'm gonna run on the walls and just try to dodge this asshole.
Okay, the guys have started shooting at you, so you're going to have to do some fanciful trickery dodging. So give me that unleash
Or
your
I just-
power.
Okay then.
Unless you have a move that helps you, that you can also do that.
Nah.
All right, sure.
Actually, hold on. Let me check. Hold on.
You haven't taken a condition
hold on.
yet.
Be mindful of surroundings.
Oh my God, you can
Physics
use
what-
physics. What physics? If you
Oh
want.
yeah, right. Cool.
It's up to you if you want.
Physics. What's physics?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. Roll plus danger then.
Oh god, there's a lot of inputs right now. Let me just close them all.
Like it's only giving you one more because danger is 3, freak is 2, so it's only 1, but that 1 might make the difference.
So danger. Submit.
Yeah, danger. It's 3. It's your best. So.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Okay. Remember that scene
Wow.
in Avengers 1 when Hulk is chasing Romanoff, Black Widow, through the helicarrier, just breaking through everything? That's what happens. You hear a roar, kind of, it's like a bull roar, like very loud, and then you hear crashing of walls as he does, like, Renault doesn't come through the door. He's too cool for coming through the door. He comes through the frigging wall.
Fuck your roll.
Basically, what physics?
As I come through there,
Screw
I'm
this
just
wall
gonna say
in
to her-
particular.
and just don't ask how I did it. I don't even know what happened as well.
Okay, so you could close the door, but there is a gaping hole where he came through. So I think it would be best if you just start running. And I would say, Reynolds, if you want to, you can just grab Alice and just keep your momentum and run through. You can do that.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Definitely.
Oh, like Juggernaut from X-Men.
Yeah, but grab her nicely. this is so good. I mean, oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh,
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
Well,
Yeah, sure, go on.
can I try to drop the hallway behind us? Try to pull it down.
Cool.
Ooh, that's a very tough roll. Let's actually see if you have any move that helps you with that.
Well, I don't know how to do for flares yet. But,
I think you definitely need to do a flare. Like, does any of your flare helps you?
Well, kind of. I mean, I could use the flare to move us, but I don't think that helps drop the building. Well, no, actually, the overcharge flare would definitely help me because then it would be an unleash roll as a 10 plus.
No, let's see what the overcharge actually does. Alright, overcharge is you channel the full capacity of incredible powers to overcome an obstacle. Oh yeah. Yep. Roll that barn. Let's see what happens. You want to use overcharge? Let's roll that barn. Let's see. Like, no matter what happens, you're going to do it. So, yeah.
Okay, so that gives me 2, but
you
it
mark 3 conditions.
gives me 3 conditions.
Yeah. Congratulations. Welcome.
Mark potential.
Welcome to the Nova
Mark
playbook.
potential.
Shit.
Does she get to mark potential?
Oh yeah, definitely. Every miss you mark potential. Every miss. All right, so you get to choose your condition.
How about insecure, afraid, and guilty?
Yeah, that okay. Insecure, afraid, and guilty. Why would you be guilty? Afraid and insecure totally makes sense. How does guilty work? Just pitch it to me. I'm fine with whatever.
Well, I feel bad. My friends are scattered to the wind. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm
You're a terrible leader.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that's definitely something
Yeah,
to feel
nobody is
guilty
really
about.
good.
Okay, you have Mark. Yes. Oh man, I love the name of this GIF. Oh yeah, hi hello break scary dot GIF. Okay, yes. You get 2 barns. Are you spending both of them on the overcharge?
Sure. Let's drop that ceiling to block them from
All
us.
right, you take a 10 plus when you unleash, so that just auto 10 pluses. So yeah, so you spend both barn. You no longer have any barns. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you have done that yet, but let's see. You need to change the playbooks. I'm not sure if changing the playbook changes your moves though. I have them written down, but I think you need to change the playbook.
I don't know. We could probably do it in time. It
Yeah,
isn't going to affect anything that it just says the Janus playbook. I think we could still just add moves and stuff.
yeah. No, I mean the Nova playbook actually has a place for barn to roll the barn. So
Yeah, kind of like how
Oh.
bulls, the bull has like a bull's heart section.
okay, 1 second. Let me actually try to change that. So don't do anything. I'm actually gonna do the playbook shift, change to a Nova. Please do not change anything. I don't think it changed anything. Did it change anything? I don't think so, right?
It let's see. It shows Nova. No, I don't. I guess it didn't change
No,
anything. It looks
you just have the barn. All right, okay, that's cool. All right, so you actually have
feel the burn.
yeah. The roll for barn is just roll plus conditions, but the hold is unrelated to the roll. The hold is the value you manually put in. So you
Okay.
the barn die and barn hold are unrelated. So writing value in hold doesn't do anything to the roll.
Yeah.
Right. So you can later put in your barn moves and etc. All right. So that's cool. Okay. Whew, I was afraid that might change it. All right. So yes, as you're going through, you kind of feel this surge coming from inside you. It's like suddenly your senses are changing. Something you can you can feel the world behind you, like everything around you is kind of like under your fingertips and you can affect it. It's like you pick up a newspaper and are reading it and suddenly you realize, hey, I can crumple this newspaper into a ball and nothing can stop me. It's that realization that you can do it, and you do it, and behind you you see the wall is crumbling down and locking, it's just sealing up behind you, like it's basically as if you're using 2 giant hands to crumple the wall as you pass through, which makes no sense, but that is exactly what you are feeling in your head.
Yeah, and it makes sense why all of a sudden I'm insecure, guilty, and afraid.
Yep. Well, you're guilty because you're a terrible team leader.
Yes, but the other two.
Okay. Yeah. So Reynolds, you carry her to a stop and turn around to see. You were hearing the crashing. You were afraid that Frosty was coming through, but now you see that the road behind the door, the passage you just came through, is crumpled, like a giant has smashed it in. What do you say? What do
Oh
you do?
wow. What just happened?
I don't know. I think they were electrocuting me, so I don't know if they did something to me.
Hold on, you got electrocuted?
Yeah, well, it was like magic electrocution. They put me in some sort of chair or something.
So, same situation as me. This is how I got turned into this. So you got your powers just like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Well, for one thing, it's benefiting us, so keep at it.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Let's point. I point to the direction. I'm not quite sure how the teleport things work, but this is the direction of the teleport.
all right.
Place.
So you actually
Alright.
like are in that like hall room. Like it's a slightly big, but not too big. It's like a lab room, like I said. You actually don't see anyone here currently. They probably all evacuated because the alarms are still going on. By the way, they have never stopped. The alarms never stopped. So at the other corner,
Yeah.
at the other corner of the way you came in, you see the teleporter circle things, rune things. What do you do?
I say we
Okay,
head there and try to get them to work.
I was gonna say I was gonna assess the situation.
Okay, sure. Do you want to use a move or just a flat assess?
I mean, be mindful of your surroundings. Oh no, that's before entering a fight. Never mind. Yeah, just a normal assess.
Yeah, okay. Just normal assess. Roll that mundane? No, superior. Roll that superior.
Superior.
You can do it. Oh!
Darn.
You can still ask
Logic
me
mental.
one question. It can be from this list or your choice.
Hold on, let me just mark this potential.
Yeah, mark that potential.
Lark, please. Please. It is.
It's your
No,
first
it's
potential
passion.
today.
There we go. It was confusing.
First potential of the day. So happy.
Okay, how do I get this teleporter to work and get me home? Get us home. Or out of here at least.
Okay.
I'll be able to point out the teleporter we came through.
Yeah, and you know that someone here named Rose was controlling it, and you know who Rose is and where she was sitting. So you can tell him that.
Okay, and then can we look at the controls? Maybe some way
Yeah.
I could use my powers to remotely operate.
Okay, the controls are there. It's like it's kind of like the screen is off right now. You go to turn it on, and it asks for a login ID.
Damn it. Actually, I have ID card. I don't know if it helps though.
You do have an ID card.
I don't know if it helps though.
Let's try.
Let's try. You put in the ID thingy, and what would it be? Let's say this is a superior roll. Whoever has the highest superior, you can roll for it.
No offense.
-2. I have -2.
Yeah, I have a 2, and yeah, I guess my conditions aren't going to affect.
I just have a -2, but I have no condition.
Okay.
I was gonna do it.
Okay.
I was gonna do it. Oh,
Okay.
let me just do it. Hold on. Let me try do it. Can I get to do it?
Yeah, I would say only one of you did it, so like whoever had the best roll did it, so you can't just like both roll for something. It's like yes, no,
Okay, so can I or not?
no.
Oh,
That is not a valid roll. You are not getting potential from that. Anyway, all right. So
Did we just lose Janine?
No.
no, she's still here.
Oh, we lost her in roll 20. Or no, we had lost Flux, and now he's back.
Oh,
I just accidentally pressed back because it was freezing for me.
okay. You put in the login. It now asks for a password, which you have no idea what It is. But you don't have to wait for too long because you hear loud noises coming from the way you came. They're probably trying to fix the hallway to get back to you. And
how did they get through them? We just smashed it in with concrete and metal.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? On the other side, one of the teleporters start acting up.
Get ready to grab this person. We might try to use them to get us back through.
Can I try blocking it with chair or something?
What?
There must be a fail safe.
You want to what?
Block it with a chair. Block it with a chair.
You can't move the chair there right now. You have to throw the chair if you want to.
Yeah, I'll just try.
Okay, throw the chair. What could possibly go wrong? So,
no rolls.
No. You just throw a chair. It's like there's no threat here. You can throw a chair. Like a human can throw a chair
into the teleporter.
Okay, so
into the teleporter.
Yeah, you throw the chair into the teleporter. Right before the chair hits, right before the chair hits, Mr. Sex appears. And she doesn't even get to register that a chair is flying towards her face before the chair slams her in the face, and she's like goes flying into the corner of the room. That's what happens when you roll 2 misses.
Damn it.
What do? You just knocked out the cavalry.
Go over to check on her, make sure she's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, Alice, do you have does any of your new moves help you, any of your players help this situation?
You mean
I don't know.
help? Help recover her recover?
Yeah, something. I'm not sure. What is?
There must be a med kit or something.
Move.
A med kit.
Move. What do you have exactly? Move, overcharge, snatch, elemental awareness. Move, overcharge, elemental awareness, snatch.
I mean, if you mean bringing her to me, I could use snatch.
No,
but if you're talking about
you're just running to her, I was just wondering if you have something that would help wake her up somehow. I'm not sure, so I was just checking.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, okay, sure.
First of all, I'm just gonna say.
So you see, Mr. Sex kind of crumpled a little bit. Not she doesn't appear to be broken. She doesn't appear doesn't appear to be any broken bones or anything. She does appear to be bleeding from a corner of her forehead where the chair slammed into her.
Fuck's sake.
But it doesn't look like a deep deep gash. It looks more like a
it's
slash.
Still a concussion. It's still a concussion.
Yeah,
it's still terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely a concussion, definitely. But it looks like more of a gash than a going very deep. So it probably didn't do any lasting brain damage. Probably.
That's still something broken.
Yes, she's obviously passed out.
Go over to her and gently try to wake her up. Oh God.
Okay. If you want to find where Shadowmere is, you can use your elemental awareness if you want.
That's true. Okay.
For that,
though
you need to
I don't know if that would get me.
You do need to roll a barn for that because you have 0 barn currently.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Reynold, I'm
Okay,
going to try
so-
something, and if it goes south, it might knock me out.
Don't leave me with 2 people knocked out, please.
Hey, the odds of it going are not real.
This is we are in a tabletop role-playing session.
Never mind.
did it.
Everything can go wrong.
Never mind. You
I get 3.
you get 3. Yeah, you get 3 barn. All right. Like that's the best
What?
part about Nova. The more you screw up on the barn roll, the better you're getting.
The better your odds. You can still take yourself out of the
Yeah,
fight.
you still can, but it gets increasingly difficult to do that. All right, so you have 3 barns. So, do you want to use elemental awareness to spend 1 barn?
Yeah,
And
let's
mark a condition.
let's- Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Can I at least just hug her?
1 second. Let me actually check something. Hmm, are you angry?
Not yet.
Okay, so if you were angry, you could have removed that because you hurt someone important. Well, you didn't, but you had hand. Hey, actually, Reynolds, are you angry?
Nope.
Damn it!
I don't have that
Damn
condition
it!
mark.
None of you can remove condition.
Actually, no, I do actually. I do have.
You,
I think I do actually have angry marked.
you do have angry marked. You can remove that if you want to because you hurt someone important.
Cool.
Yay!
I still feel bad for it.
That's good. This is so dumb. I love it. Okay. Alice, what condition are you marking for that?
Let's mark angry.
Yay! You get angry. Okay. What is your question?
All right, let's see.
Any question? Any question?
Yeah, where is Shadowmere?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me where is Elvis, but okay.
Darn, I ruined my chance. Oh well.
You could have asked me where is Elvis, and I would have to answer honestly.
Elvis, what? Elvis Presley?
Yes. Okay. All right. So where is Shadowmere? All right. You close your eyes and try to remember that feeling of empowerment, of feeling like the world is your cardboard, your newspaper, that you're capable of like breaking, but you're also capable of reading. So you like let your mind pass through the various parts of trying to focus into Shadowmere. And well, yeah, I don't know where his grave is, but I would have said that. But yes. Anyway, you scan until you locate her, pinpoint her location. She is. She is inside the Valentine armor.
What?
In the sub basement of the Logins Institute. So not here, but in the building
Are you
next door,
kidding me?
with a bunch of
Are you kidding me?
runes drawn on the outside of the armor, so that she
Are
can
you
move,
fucking kidding me?
but cannot break free of herself, cannot use her powers. She is trapped inside.
She's been imprisoned inside the Valentine armor.
She is being imprisoned inside the Valentine armor.
How did they hack it?
Actually, it just went inert as soon as it lost signal with me.
Okay then.
Well, I guess the AI could have taken over, but then again, we have no idea what happened in that sub basement.
I mean, you do know you left Shadowmere and a armor that's no longer functioning with a, well, that's somewhat part of functioning with someone who is capable of, telekinetic,
Yeah, telekinetic.
almost to your level.
Hold on, how is Shadowman the same size as Alice?
No, she is actually like kind of squeezed in. She's probably she's hurting a little bit. You do feel pain
Ow.
from her.
Ow.
Okay,
Ow. Ow.
so I've got all these new abilities, but I don't know how everything works. Can I collect everyone together and then use the move ability and go to there?
Okay, the move is spend 1 burn to move to any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. Spend a burn to second burn to move to any place. Okay, 1 second. Let me actually see. We have move, overcharge, elemental awareness, and snatch. Right. Okay. This is going to be overcharge, not a move specifically. It's a different kind of movement. You are using your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. You're basically overcoming an obstacle, which is uh, um, to wait. What's the
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess the other option is I could just use overcharge and tunnel our way through there to.
I was actually going to like let you use overcharge to awaken Hex. Like she would
Wait,
probably
anything?
know how to free her. She would probably know how to. Well, she knows how to use the teleporter.
Okay, yeah, well, then let's go with that. We'll use overcharge to awaken Hex.
So you're
So
basically
because of
like
me,
extending your senses to unleash your powers. So you do what you want to do. So you extend your senses, like dig deep into the recesses of her brain, and see like her subconscious and her conscious, and you're like, "Hey, wake up!" And she's like,
We need help.
she's like, "Ow! What hit me?"
a chair, and I'm really sorry for throwing it.
A chair? Why? I just. Oh, ooh, my head. Okay, okay, then. Okay, 1 second. Let me. She and you suddenly see her like, like face palm, like really loud, like, really fast. Like, if you hit yourself that fast, you're going to give yourself a concussion.
Ow.
She just hits her hits her forehead in a face palm that is extremely like painful. Except her hand is
Ow.
glowing. And when she takes off her
So
hand,
you just heal
you
yourself.
see she has healed. Like, okay,
Cool.
oh, okay. What's going on? Quick.
Okay, a whole bunch of Harbinger Collective are coming through a collapsed hallway towards us. This is a teleporter room. We don't have a login for the
I know how
computer.
to use it.
We need to go back.
Where's Anna?
We need to go back to the other building because Anna is trapped inside the Valentine armor, which has a whole bunch of magical glyphs on it.
Also,
Okay.
this is Valentine, by the way. Just reference, this is Valentine. If you don't know already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so where is she?
Do I get a potential out of that?
You know what? Let me actually see your move exactly.
It was under the mask move.
When you reveal your secret identity to someone who didn't know it already, mark potential. She did not actually know that already. Yeah. Yeah. You get to mark potential. Yeah. Totally. Congratulations, you get another advancement.
Yay! I know
Nice.
what it'll be. It'll end up being rearranged labels, but I'll deal with that later.
I mean, you can do it now and get +1 out of it.
Maybe, but it seems like time's pressing. So why don't we just
All
push?
right, sure. Like that's up to you.
Okay.
All right. So she asks you, "Where is Anna? Tell me her exact location. Do you know where she is?"
I'll think of it in my mind's eye, and
She was in the sub basement.
I'll
She was in the
describe
sub.
it.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, she was in the sub base.
Like okay, hold on, quick, step into the portal, step into the thing with me, and as you're going to do so, you see the Frosty kind of barreling his way through the other corner of the lab room, and he just comes out, and behind him, uh, you see the midget coming out, Jerry coming out, and Jerry's like, there they are on the teleporter. And behind them are like some of the goons who are trying to get through, but it's kind of like they're kind of stuck. Two of them are trying to get through at the same time, and they're kind of stuck shoulder to shoulder. uh,
Me first. No, me first.
yeah. Okay, so she's like, quick, get inside. She just grabs both of you, drags you into the same room, and she utters a weird incantation, and you again blink, and you're back in Miss Ashburn's office room.
Where are we?
This is the other building. We need to get down to the sub basement, though. Is there a way we can take out this teleporter?
Oh yeah, way ahead of you, and she just her feet her she raises her boot and kicks the floor, and you see like fire coming out of her boot and just burning the transformation circle to like the transmutation circle to like singeing the area, so the like entire place is just burnt, scorched. So the circle isn't, it's still there, but it's scorched, so it's not active anymore. Like the exact marking has
All
been
right.
disabled, and she's like, that'll hold them for a few minutes, but we need to hurry. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go down to the sub basement.
Okay, and as you go
give her-
to like leave the room, she's like, wait, hold on a second, and she claps and does a like moves her hand a bit, and you see like this weird bubble kind of thing appear around her. Okay, come inside this bubble. It'll hide us from the wards.
Okay, and I'll be able to point out the wards as we go because I did see them through the armor as it went down.
Yeah. You can remember where you saw the infrared glowing, so you can suggest it, and she keeps pointing the bubble towards that. The bubble isn't like, it's not entirely solid. There's oftentimes hole coming out of it, but she manages to quickly patch it up to the best of her ability. It's obviously not suited for multiple people.
And also giant
And she's
person.
kind of struggling, but she is trying her best. Okay, come on.
Can I just? I'll just step out of it, I guess. If you want, if it makes things better.
I don't think we want them to follow us, she says.
Alright then.
Okay, where is
Yeah.
where is Prodigy? He went here before me. How did I? Have you seen him? Has he been captured?
I don't know. He was supposed to log in at 8:00. I mean, I don't know. He was supposed to be on.
He came. I sent him off before I collected your other Valentine armor, which got wrecked, by the way.
Sigh.
You speak as you get into the elevator, and she places the sub basement, and you're going down.
And elevator music.
The elevator music, except it's more like the Doctor Strange film music. So it's very. What's the tone again? In before copyright strike. Ryan is probably getting a love letter. Yeah, Ryan's definitely getting a love letter. All right. Okay. So you come to the sub basement. The door opens up. While the elevator is going, you can ask like more if you want to. Like you can ask what happened to your armor or something.
Yeah. What did happen to my armor?
Well, as we managed to pull Prodigy from wherever he was in Jacob's room, Jacob Meher kind of came out as well, and Marvel kind of went berserk trying to attack him. Jacob tried to dodge his best, but Marvel's heat vision kind of sliced the armor before it could fly out of the way.
How?
Well, at least I wasn't in it at the time.
How are you gonna explain to your to your company
What do you say?
about the armor?
What?
How are you gonna explain to your company about the armor then?
I'll, I'll I'll have to fix it one way or the other. It's
Okay.
not the
All right.
end of-
So at this point, the sub-basement, the elevator door opens up, and you see, like, little ways down, there's like, it's not flickering lights. The lights are dim, but they're not flickering. It's not scary sub-basement type. There is a bit of a sewage stink because it's the janitor access, but the lights are dim, but not dim enough that it's spoopy, and they're not flickering. But you see in the distance, like around 8 meters or so, is your armor, which has the glowing runes, which is glowing in the darkness, and you all head towards it.
Yeah. And does anyone have a way to look for a trap or anything?
Oh yeah, I have this the magic thing. I'm not sure if it's possibly it's useful because
Yeah,
we all know there's going to be
Yeah, try
here.
it, try it. It's going to be an unleash, unless you have a move that helps you with that.
Nah.
All right, so just roll a flat unleash. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh my gosh! All right, you
No. Oops.
managed to detect these. It feels weird. It's like there's these concentration of power and heat in some sections of the tunnel, and since Alice already told you that the wards have this infrared heat to them, you realize that those are the wards, and you manage to point a few of them out to. Um, you manage to point them out to Hex, and instead of using the bubble, Hex just goes and slams her fists into each of the things, just breaking the wards. And as she does so, you realize like her hand is getting burnt. She is doing it like hissing out in pain, but she just grits and keeps doing it. It's like only 3 or 4 wards, so she does it, but as she does so, you see her hand is scorching and there's like, smoke coming out of it. She
Can
kind of
you
holds
can
it
you
in pain. Come
okay,
on.
hold on. How about you teach it? Can you is that a spell that can be easily teachable?
I
Cause
I
can you
have
teach
no
it
idea
to
what
one of us?
I have no idea what you just said.
Can you teach that spell to one of us because I really don't want to see you in pain.
I still do. I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying. Can you be more clearer?
He was wondering if he could learn the spell so he could do it, or someone else could do it instead of her taking all the damage.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can learn a spell. It's gonna take you at least 3 or 4 years to get to that level of
Darn.
actually disabling the wards. So, let's just
Darn.
let's just let's just focus on the work at hand. Oh,
Is there a
that's
med
that.
kit somewhere?
Oh,
Was there a med kit somewhere in the facility? Just wondering.
you can't repair this with a med kit. Magic
No, but there's
magic
aloe
burnt
vera
me.
or something.
I need to heal by magic. Ugh.
Darn.
It's basically another reference to Jackie Chan Adventures. Only magic can defeat magic. I'm sorry. I love that show. Can you blame me? No, you can't. It's Jackie Chan. You can't blame me.
And we can't blame you. You're the GM.
I mean, you can't blame me.
Everybody loves the Jackie Chan.
You can't blame me, but like if somebody here doesn't love Jackie Chan, your character is going to meet a very grisly death.
Oh, shit.
anyway, no, you won't, but yes. Anyway, let's so yeah, she goes to the armor and she's like, oh, whoever did this is a pro. Oh, this is gonna wait, this is your armor, right? Can you get control of it somehow?
Well, let's try. Tony Stark, can you?
Seriously, you named your armor Tony Stark?
No, the AI inside the armor is Tony Stark. The armor is
Yeah.
Valentine.
Still.
Okay, you actually realize that there is some sort of there's some sort of buzzing sound, but like it's trying to speak, but something must be blocking the speaker.
Do I see anything blocking the speaker?
Okay, yeah, you turn to the speaker and you see there's a sigil right on it that's glowing.
I'll say that this seems to be blocking the speaker.
Okay, hold on. Hey, kid, you do that plasma thing you do. Don't blast it. Just channel it and hold it. I have an idea.
Okay then. Hold on.
Uh,
Roll unleash again, or do I still keep my plasma thing?
what the +1?
This plasma.
Oh,
I
oh,
still have the plasma
no.
in my
You
head.
can just hold the plasma because you're not actually doing anything. She just tells you to hold
Okay.
it. Yeah, you're not like you can channel the plasma. Like that's normal. You're using it to do particular thing like detecting. That's a role. But otherwise, you can channel it just fine. That's like your power. All right. So as
Okay.
you do it, she looks at her arm and she's like, okay, this is gonna hurt. She takes a few
Wait,
breaths
is he gonna
and she puts her hand into your plasma, the burnt hand. And she just
Okay, hold on. Can I just mark insecure or something from that?
You can mark condition anytime you want. Anytime you want. If you want to mark a condition, you can do that anytime you want.
I'm a bit squeamish when somebody does that.
So if you want to mark insecure, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mark that.
Okay, why are you insecure?
Because this is just did that right in front of my face.
Yep. She puts it sure, you can go around rearranging your labels as long as the summation remains 3. You can do it whatever and then add 1 to something. So since the
I did so.
since the thing auto sums, that's actually very easy to do. So let me actually write that down before we do that. So see, what did you say? So let me see. You have freak 2, danger 1, savior -2, superior 2, mundane 1. What did you give the +1 to?
I gave the +1 to mundane
Cool.
to take it up from 0 to 1.
Cool. So let's see. Let me actually
Because mundane is actually the most useful.
let's actually put those down. By the way, your superior is locked as 2. Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. Let's see. Freak is 2. Let me actually write it down for on my end also. Danger is 1. Savior is -2. Ooh, that's interesting. Mundane is 1. All right, mundane is 1.
Yeah, I figure since I don't understand these powers correctly, I don't think I'm real reliable with regards to saving
you
people.
feel you're weird. You definitely feel like a bit of a danger. Definitely not a savior. You're still like superior is unaffected, and mundanes you still think you're normal. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Totally makes sense. All right. So let me actually write down your So you rearrange labels and add +1. All right. Cool. Okay, let's go back to what Mr. Thex is doing. Mr. Thex puts her hand inside and she tries not to, but a little bit of scream comes out of her mouth before she quickly, clamps her mouth shut. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can I?
and you
Yeah.
see,
I'm market insecure for that.
okay, so
I'm market insecure.
you see the plasma as if it's flowing through her skin. You see her skin start to glow. It's flowing up her arm. So yeah, she's wearing a coat, so you see it underneath. So you're not actually sure if it's her skin glowing or if it's the plasma going underneath the skin. So yeah, underneath the clothing or the skin itself, you don't know, but it's channeling through her and through her body out the other side and through her fingertip as a welding torch. And she starts scratching out the sigil at the speaker. She scratches out the sigil. It takes like around 10 seconds, but she does so. And she just takes her hand out and now it's worse. It's like her entire hand is just like burnt toast. It's just
Ooh,
scorched black.
Is the hand going to heal? Is the hand going to heal?
I actually don't know. But we have bigger concerns right now.
I'm sorry.
Do your thing, kid.
Okay. Tony Stark, can you release the armor? Can you release the occupant of the armor, please?
I can release some of it, kiddo, but some of my functionalities are blocked by these energy signatures that I can't seem to understand.
Well, first, can you get the girl who's encased inside? Let her.
I can open the helmet, and she just the helmet opens up, and what took you guys so long? Says Shadowmere in the inside, and she's like,
I don't know
Reynolds,
about
you're fine. Oh, thank goodness.
for the most part. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Valentine.
Okay. Can you get me out? I can't feel my legs right now, or my hands,
Okay.
or my
hold on.
shoulders.
Permission to break open the armor.
Yes. We have to do whatever we can to help her.
Okay.
That is, and it is actually. What's your better roll? Danger or freak? You can roll what? You can roll that.
Danger.
Okay, yeah, roll danger. Okay.
Hold on, can I see it?
It's 9.
Blah. Cool.
You can Alice, if you want to help make that a 10 somehow, you can tell him where to attack.
Sure.
Yeah, where to attack.
Well, or I could help with telekinesis either way. So yes.
You can
Here's where a catch is. Here's where a catch is. Here's where a catch.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so on a 10 plus on a danger roll, you get to pick 2 from the directly engage a threat list. The sigils are your threat.
Hold on.
In case it's not obvious, the sigils are your threat.
Hold
Take
on, let me
something
open
from
the
them,
word
the prisoner.
document.
I would suggest you want to take something from them.
Got to engage. Take something and create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So as you do that, there is a magical backlash as the sigils, as you're kind of punching and tearing, it kind of enters your body and it starts hurting on the inside. Take a powerful blow.
Oh my.
Oh no!
You didn't take resist or avoid. Damn it.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh well. This is beautiful. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna take conditions. I'm gonna um
2 options from the 7 to 9.
lose my control of myself. Lose control of myself.
You want to lose control of
Oh,
yourself. Okay.
yes.
Do you want to lose control
Sorry.
of yourself or your powers?
Both are terrible,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna
You
take
could
the
just
powers.
black out.
I'm going to let you choose which part you want to lose control, your powers or yourself.
If I went berserk, it would be bad. But if I went plasma ball, I can just channel it somewhere. I can just shoot it somewhere. So yeah, just plasma ball.
Well, it doesn't necessarily
Powers.
have to be a plasma ball.
Yeah, powers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're choosing.
Sorry, I just don't want to
Okay,
lose
okay, okay.
conditions.
So let's take it one by one. You directly engage, you break open the armor, and Shadowmere kind of like is thrown out because she was like cramped inside, and you can see like like some part of her clothing is torn because she was like struggling a bit, and you do see like grooves in her skin where the armor kind of dug in, and there's like
Oof.
like blood kind of coagulated underneath because those marks
Oof.
bruising, that's the word I mean, bruising. There's a lot of bruising on her face, on her shoulders, which is particularly torn, on her arms, on her legs. As you do it though, um you kind of start like what basically happens at the take a powerful blow, you lose control of yourself, um as like you kind of leap out, you kind of like um charge into the armor, which is bizarre. You charge into the armor like pulverizing it against the wall, breaking it into teeny tiny pieces. Teeny tiny pieces. Alice, both of your armors are destroyed now. One of them is pretty much irrevocably destroyed, irreparably destroyed.
Um, uh,
As
I'm
as
saddened with
as
this.
Reynolds kind of shakes himself loose from the wall, I guess you kind of say sorry about that. Don't know what came over me or something like that. I don't know.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, definitely say that.
You hear the elevator door open behind you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here.
But
But
you turn back and you see a lot of people. Let's say a lot of people. You see the buff tattooed guy with a new gun, similar to the one but kind of bigger. You see Jerry. You see Miss Ashburn. You see a bunch of goons. You see Frosty.
Can I charge?
But that is
Can I vote?
where we're going to end for this session.
Damn it.
okay.
So yeah, sorry Janine, to not have the spotlight on you all this session.
Fine. It's actually really funny how Hex gets pummeled over by a chair.
Don't remind me, please. Don't remind me of my terrible decisions.
It was like I mean it actually went pretty well. I think like the whole playbook shift and you slowly come to realize your powers, and you kind of have a Superman World of Cardboard moment, which is extremely like which is what essentially is a Nova. So I hope I managed to like evoke that kind of situation with my description. I hope.
Oh yeah, I think you did great. And I still haven't even learned that I'm telepathic yet.
Yeah.
But thank God it's amazing how Nigella managed to steer away from the psychics.
Yeah, and yeah, you did, and you managed to get yourself caught by absolutely non-psychic people. Well, they do have a psychic, but yeah, and you're actually caught at Aegis inside this containment room where they are slowly interrogating you. So we'll discuss that, and since Noctis kind of missed the thing, I'll figure out what happened to him. Something definitely happened to him, I assure you, and it's not going to be good. Oh no, he had a different kind of fun. I'm sure Ryan had a yeah. Noctis kind of missed out on the fun. Like I would have preferred him coming in to save his save his girlfriend, and it would have been extremely big damn heroes moment. But sadly, he wasn't.
He always fail on Alice.
He always bails on Alice. I know, right? It's not he. It's not like he's even trying. All right, so I'm very glad like all of you get to use a bit of team. Like it's still at 10, but come on, you used team pretty like well, so I'm kind of happy.
Oh, and I think we've all got conditions out the wazoo right now.
I mean, I have just one condition.
Yeah,
I just
Oh, cut it out. I'm up to 4. I took over your conditions.
yeah. I mean, come on, you're a Nova now. That's kind of a Nova's deal.
Yeah.
yeah. First of all, I'm just gonna hug you once we're out
You
here.
take conditions up the wazoo. All right, so yeah, okay. Let's figure out the end of session moves, I guess. Right, so let's do it one by one. Reynold.
I'm gonna.
I really think you grew closer to the team.
Go closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, go closer because of Alice.
And I'm pretty sure, yeah, who made you feel welcome? Alice kind of had a big damn heroes moment for you. Well, kind of. Like, not really, but yeah, kind of. Okay, so give influence to Alice, who already have influence. So Alice immediately get to shift his labels.
Doesn't he only have like 2 labels or something that can shift?
He has danger and mundane locked, but you can still shift freak, savior, and superior.
Well, he helped save me in some ways, so can we up savior and down yes,
you can only down freak.
Okay, then we'll do that.
All I want is freak.
Alright, up savior, down freak. And this is not something you can refuse because you're giving influence.
Okay.
Alright. Clear a condition or mark potential.
Well, I don't really care about insecure. I'm just gonna mark potential.
Alright. The potential arms race is on again. Alright. Next up is Nigella.
Yes.
I'd imagine you probably grew into your own image of yourself. I don't know. Like, you can also feel detached. That's up to you. I don't think you grew closer, but that's up to you.
I guess grow closer to this to myself because I'm probably sitting on that interrogation room, musting up for responsibilities ahead.
Yeah, you're kind of like you're basically realizing that as an alien, you need to become like an ambassador of your species and kind of a guest to Earth. So yeah, that definitely is probably happening. So shift a label up and another down, your choice.
Guess I'll shift mundane up because things gonna get low. I won't be a superhero that much, I guess.
Sure, that works. And
down superior, because that was pretty stupid situation.
That was pretty stupid of her. Yes, it was such an obvious trap, and you fell for it. You should also come up with a advancement because you do have that, so you should come up with the one.
I'm taking the one of the delinquent moves that says.
Oh, nice.
Let me.
Very nice.
What's playing? I'm gonna post something. Something played. Okay.
Take a move from another playbook. You can only take a move from another playbook once, so this is the only thing you can get. All right, cool.
I guess
Delinquent. Which one? Which move are you taking?
it's either criminal mind or are you watching closely?
What makes what fits your character archetype more? Like your character, I guess, like Nigella's character.
Probably, even though I have responsibilities, I'm gonna do stupid shit. So I'm gonna pick. Are you watching closely? Because you have to watch closely.
Okay, yeah, sure, totally. So let's see. Are you watching closely from Beacon? Sorry, not Beacon, Delinquent.
Delinquent moves.
Cool. All right, definitely nice. All right, and let's move into Alice.
All right. Well, Gru, Callisto to the team, and Reynolds, Minotaur.
All right, Reynolds already has influence over you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Flux, you immediately get to shift Alice's labels. Well, Reynolds gets to.
What labels are locked?
Superior is locked.
Superior is locked. Okay. I guess he needs to fix, so Superior down, fix up.
No, sorry. Superior is the locked one.
No, not Superior. Savior, right? Savior.
You can't reduce Savior.
Okay, so it's already lowest. I guess since she's not, she's still level-headed. She's not still directly engaging enemies. So danger down, save, freak up.
So you don't think it's not don't do it from a metagame aspect. Like think about her character, how Minotaurus sees his teammate kind of gaining these odd new powers. Do you think she is kind of dangerous like yourself? Like see it like that, or is she weird like yourself, or is she heroic, or is she just normal? I think
I don't know.
yeah,
I'll remember.
yeah, think of it like that, I guess. So what would you change?
I guess danger up, freak down. Because she is very dangerous. She does seems more dangerous now.
All right, cool. She's definitely looking less weird than you, but she definitely seems more dangerous than you, because she crumpled a hallway and you're not sure you can do that. All right. Okay. And Alice, you get to clear a condition or mark potential. I probably would suggest clearing condition because you have 4 of them, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I will. Discretion is the better part of valor. I'll clear a phrase.
That definitely makes sense. With these new powers, you know you can crumple another hallway if you want to. Probably.
Or shove an elevator back up the shaft.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Okay, so yeah, that was the session. So does anyone have anything to add before I end the video?
I had fun.
I guess.
No.
All right, cool. So yeah, that was session 19. We had a missing player and player character, but I have plans. They're not good plans, and they're kind of dangerous for the character in question, who may or may not be in a whole world of pain right now. Maybe.
Mhm.
But all right, so yeah, that was session 19, wherein Alice, our Janus, transformed into a Nova with pretty much godlike powers. Like, oh, okay, the demigod-like powers, which is extremely, extremely powerful, and we'll see how that helps him. Maybe, maybe you're a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
It's better than your jokes. Maybe it's not. It's not. But anyway, yeah. Uh, uh, um, yes. Thank. Hopefully now, thanks to her new undiscovered telepathy, because she doesn't know she has telepathy yet. Powers, she can maybe help her detective friend who may or may not get killed later that night.
Actually, I would have a reason to talk to her now since I distinctly
Yes.
recalled what the person
Yes,
looked.
you do now. Actually, I wasn't even thinking of that when I said that, but yay! I'm going to retcon and say that is exactly what I had in mind. Yes, you can't prove otherwise. No. I definitely didn't just say that I wasn't thinking of that. I was definitely thinking of that. Yes, absolutely. But,
All right. Well, thank you for running. I'm actually going to have to run. So
yeah.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye, and thanks for watching.